with my teeth.
Leroy.
Please.
Oh man, what y'all doing? Welcome to the podcast. We talk about what everybody been doing throughout the week. I guess I'm the host. I should probably say it like that. I'm the host, Rockman, aka Jay. I'm here with Carnage and Genius.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The Carnage, you know what I'm saying? Just creating a little bit of havoc. Not 2020 havoc, but a little bit of havoc here and there.
You don't want to create no 2020 havoc. That's the kind of havoc we don't want more of that havoc. That's the worst kind of havoc right there.
Creative genius up in here. I mean, not really be a genius, but I'm smart. I got knowledge.
He creative as hell, though.
I know some stuff.
If somebody asks you if you're a god, the answer is yes.
No, we Ghostbusters. Oh man.
Lunch couldn't be here this week. He is out busy. He may pop in at the end or something, but I'm assuming he won't be able to make it in. He is hanging with the fam, which is good. So
he's preparing a sack lunch.
He is indeed preparing a sack lunch.
School tomorrow.
He's going to school tomorrow. He's getting ready for school the next day. It's time to go back to class. Time to go to class.
But ain't it Sunday? Sunday school.
Sunday school.
Sunday school. You know, little apples and oranges and a sack lunch.
Yeah.
You got to put on your Sunday best. Put on that suit. Get on that sack lunch. It's time for Bible study. I ain't going all there. Anyway.
Somebody put mayo on his bread. He got the little undercover brother watch with the hot sauce.
No. Yeah.
All right. So, this is the first podcast of 2021. So, first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. I think we've already said it to each other before, but Happy New Year to you guys too, just in case I didn't say it. I'm pretty sure I said it. Did I say it? Oh, well, I said it now. Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year, y'all. Appreciate it. And Merry Christmas, because we wasn't here for Christmas podcast.
Right.
So I hope everybody had a good holiday spirit and was in a nice holiday spirit, you know.
You know, considering I was very upset that I couldn't see my family in person because good old Rona. But
yeah,
you know, it was still we still had a good holiday. We did the FaceTime thing and we did a little gift exchange and stuff at night, and that was pretty cool. So it was all right. It was okay. I didn't feel as bad as I thought I would feel. I still want to go home. I've been home for 2 years now, and I miss my folks. So because I was supposed to go home last year, or not last year. I'm sorry, I was supposed to go home over the summer. For a trip, and so because of that, last year, I didn't go home. Not last year, I guess 2 years ago now, because it's 2021. I skipped going home for Christmas. I was like, well, I'll just come home in June. It won't be no big deal. I'll just wait and save the money. Little did I know.
the turn of events that would happen in 2020.
that was definitely a 3 months later moment right there, boy. I was like, oh, I should have went home, huh? All right, bet.
Facts. It's almost like anytime you get a chance now, if you get a chance, and
first thing smoking,
you gotta jump on these things, man. Now it's just crazy how things is just moving. I mean, I tell you one thing though, it's bad, but it also gives you a different sense of appreciation of what you have. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
So many people take for granted time spent with each other or whatever, and now we're in a situation to where we're social distancing, you know, people are away from people, family, you can't really travel. It gives you a different sense of what you have and what appreciation of the people that you have in your life, you know.
Right.
And it just be like, you know, now we all wanting everything to go back to normal so we could do our normal things. Now it does make it a little more creative of how people have gone about doing things too now, but man, it's just not the same, you know.
Man,
not at all.
Man,
not the same.
It's been so weird. Like, it's funny. The biggest example of that for me is towards the end of 2019. I won't lie, and I'm sure my community will point it out to me, but I kind of gotten lazy about going to my local FGC events, and mainly for like our weekly stuff. So we meet up on Fridays and play Street Fighter or whatever game is there. And it'll be days I could go, and I'd be like, man, I'm about to go do something else. I just didn't feel like driving up there or whatever. On this entire year without being able to, I will be the first one at locals every day from now on. I'm not even gonna be competing anymore. I'm still gonna be there every day. I'm like, hey, what's going on, guys? You wanna play some Street Fighter? You guys
just
ready?
just for that simple fellowship, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
man, like that lack of fellowship is, I think, what helped kill my interest in fighting games recently. Like, I still play when I have friends that want to play, but I don't have the drive to compete anymore. I don't have the drive for nothing, and it's just because playing online only can do so much before it's just like, dude, all right, whatever. I'm running to like the fourth person that's gonna just teabag me for no reason. I just want to learn the game and use really clear yourself. Man, I done got teabagged and taunted and disrespected so many times. I was like, all right, man, I ain't taking it serious no more. I was like, I miss playing my folks that I knew why they were teabagging. If you were right there, and like you could see them teabag or whatever, you could see them taunt or whatever, and you was looking at each other like, you gonna really do that? And you just start, you share a laugh or whatever. But when you do that online, it's like, this CPU ass motherfucker over here.
It's a whole different feeling, man. It's a whole different feeling. I've been over just today. I'm sitting here playing 2K, and I just decided, hey, I haven't played in a while online. I go online, and man, I'm over here cussing, fussing, all kinds of junk, done disturbed the peace and everything. I'm mad as hell. I said, you know what? Yeah, it's not for me. This online stuff is not for me. If I'm playing online, it's Monster Hunter.
Right, yeah. It's funny because like Monster Hunter is like the one game for sure. Like Monster Hunter's online community, obviously because it's not really competitive like that. You have some jerks, but it's so rare. Like Monster Hunter online community is
very rare.
Up, like one of the kindest communities. People you don't even know people. They're like, hey, you need some help with this monster? I got you. We can go hunt this. Y'all need to go hunt Fatalis. Sure, no problem. You be like, well, Holly, god darn. This is great.
Right.
We got some help around here. Right? Meanwhile, you go play Street Fighter online. It's like, hey, man, kid, with this matchup, man, fuck you. I'm about to teabag your ass. All right, man, I just want to play the matchup, dog. You had to go through all this.
You ain't had to get all disrespectful, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'd have been
disrespectful. Another community that's actually surprisingly really good and friendly is the Final Fantasy 14 community.
Yes, that's true. I definitely will say that. I need to get back on it too. I'm so mad.
I've been wanting to try it for the longest time. I'm just afraid to try it because that kind of game, I know if I get on there and I like it, I'm gonna be like, yep, I'm never coming out of this again. I play enough games. Like, I already know. I'm like, I'm about to be this. They'll come over here and see me with, I ain't showered in days. I'm gonna be over just staring at the screen. What's happening? My mage is at level 32.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm still part of that guild.
Final Fantasy. I think you are, because I actually haven't played in a few months either. But I'm still on their Discord and stuff too. But it's just like Final Fantasy 14 feels that it feels that online RPG gap that we don't really have anymore. Like, we've been always looking for something good online to play that's consistent, that always has like good content to play, that we can't just
kind of breaking up.
I don't know if you can hear us saying he breaking up.
He probably can't.
Hey Dre, ooh.
Well, we heard that.
we heard nothing else but God damn it.
Yeah, that's the only thing we heard was God damn it.
That's staying in. Everything else was like God damn it.
Out of the blue, just God damn it.
Yeah, man. The connection over here is so bad. Like, I gotta get my Cox service up and running soon, so I ain't gotta deal with that.
Yeah, for sure. You were saying something about 14's community and how it was giving you something.
Oh, how just the game in general just fulfills the need for consistent, good online gameplay that we really don't have in too many games anymore.
Gotcha.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, man, for sure. All right, so I was going to touch on this real quick, just for a little bit. So we kind of talked about it before we started officially recording, but for anybody that is not familiar with a lot of rap or lives under a rock, it was reported that MF passed. Apparently, he passed back in Halloween, but his wife made it public as of New Year's Eve. 2020 was like, listen, I got this one in my back pocket. I was holding on to it for a worse day, but since y'all seem to be getting so happy, here you go. So
yeah,
rest in peace, MF Doom. I can't speak for anybody but myself on that, but I am a gigantic Doom fan. I think I got introduced to him. Ironically enough, I think my first time hearing him was on Boondocks.
the Danger Mouse and what you call it?
Danger Mouse and MF Doom. It wasn't even that.
Yeah.
It was the Let's Kidnap Oprah episode, because a lot of his episode with like Bushido Brown and everything. That was the episode. I was like, man,
yeah, I remember that.
Like, I'd heard him before, but I hadn't really been paying attention. And I was like, wait a minute, this dude is sick. Let me go check his stuff out. And then like either around that time or like after that, I'm not sure of the date, but the Mad Villainy came out. And when I got Mad Villainy, I was already a Mad Lib fan before that. So when I got Mad Villainy, I was like, this is the best album like I've heard to this point. This is insane. Goddamn. And then I went back and delved into his catalog and started listening to him. I'm like, yo, this dude is insane. So I was just like, I won't say devastated because I wasn't devastated. I wasn't like in tears and that, but it did hit kind of hard to hear that news. So I was like, man, I was just asking prior about like maybe 3 weeks ago, like, man, I wonder when Mad Villainy 2 is going to drop, because they said it was done and it was clearing some stuff and it just hadn't been finished yet. So I wonder now if we'll get that or not. I'm not, obviously I haven't.
Probably will. They probably will still release it or something.
Yeah.
You know, they usually do a postpartum albums or something.
Yeah, posthumous.
Yeah, those type of albums. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll probably still release it for the fans and stuff. But yeah, that junk's a trip, man.
It's wild, man. There's so many people that just be lost in 2020. This is crazy. I'm still
for real. Like through the whole entire year.
Like we started the year losing Kobe and ended the year losing MF Doom. Like kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like this is crazy.
It's like a bad joke,
right? You know what I'm saying? Like I would never guess that would be the way that 2020 would go.
Because it wasn't even. It's just true. It's a trip because 2020 started out pretty normal. Was decent in my eyes, and then when you started hearing about what was going on over there with the C word in China,
yeah, I can't even say.
And then Kobe,
right? No, I can't even say that because for me, 2020 started off on a absolutely gut-wrenching note on a personal level, because like, what was it? January wasn't too bad, but February, like the very first week, which is the anniversary of my grandmother, who I lost in 2019. Her sister, my great aunt, she passed that same the day of, and that messed with me something serious. So I kind of, at that point, 2020 was already just, I read it off as a terrible year. And I was like, all right, it can only go up from here. Little did I know. Well,
2020 was like, oh, really?
Right.
Up. Oh, I don't know what up means.
Challenge accepted.
It's like I can F up some stuff.
Right.
That's the type of up you talking about?
Right. 2020 was like, game on, gamers, time to really F some stuff up. Oh yeah. So
yeah.
But you know what? New Year, and I'm not one of those cats. I used to be one, but I tried to think of like, this is the worst year ever. This is the worst year ever, because that can always change. It sounds like somebody did Dre drop? No.
Yeah, I think he dropped.
Okay.
He probably reconnecting.
Yeah, probably reconnecting. Yeah. Let's see if he reconnects. Okay.
Yeah. I figured he was probably trying to reconnect.
Yeah, let me see. Back on. Because I'm about to go into what we doing like 2 seconds from now. You there, Drake?
So terrible. Yeah.
No, I feel you, man. It is a hot mess. So,
but I guess on the up and up, I was about to say, I guess on the up and up when it comes to anything, if you do look at anything positive in 2020, the gaming community has been extremely bolstered. They done sold over $1 billion in 1 year, like the most they've ever sold in a year. So, I mean, I guess if you look at that, as far as games concerned, that's a great positive.
Oh yeah, that's positive to take out of it. Now that's what I was gonna say. I try to be that cat that's like, this year's the worst or that year's the worst, and I try and look at like both sides of it, because as bad as 2020 may seem, and we lost a lot of people, there were positives for me personally. Working from home gave me some more perspective on certain things that I cannot go into on the podcast, but it gave me a lot more perspective, a lot more time to really think about some stuff and put some stuff in order. So that personally helped me out. And it's been, it's weird to say it's been positive because there's been so much other stuff that happened, but it's been a year. It's been a year. I'll put it that way. It's one of those years you don't forget.
Eventful year.
Yeah,
let's just say that.
Yeah, perfect.
However way you want to fill in the events, it's been an eventful year.
It's not be like, oh, nothing happened. This has been an eventful last year. So, but
I think the most positive thing I can get out of it is just us as artists, because I don't feel like under normal circumstances within the past 6 months I would have got that much artwork done. Oh yeah, I got a lot of shit done, and I'd feel accomplished about that.
Yeah, same here. Like honestly, if not for the situation that happened, I wouldn't have rediscovered myself as an artist. I wouldn't have got back into doing illustration or even like pushing forward as much as I did, because I was struggling so much to do so. And again, probably because of working at home and then just kind of having to refine myself and having nowhere else to go. It's like, all right, I got to figure out what I'm trying to do and to kind of put me back on the right path, because like you said, I wouldn't have I didn't get. You've been working out, putting a lot of work in. You, Kevin, Jermaine have been putting in so much work, man. I'm just like, wow. And so I'm glad to see. I'm extremely glad to see it, because I always think you guys are all phenomenal artists, and I just want to see you do so well. But like, I had to rediscover myself, and I'm getting there now. So I haven't done a ton of work, but I do feel better about going into that now, going to 2021 and being more consistent.
Yeah. And I love how we all, like, every one of us has like completely different art styles, and I love seeing that too.
For sure. Yeah, no,
I haven't seen mine in years. I haven't seen nothing from me in years now.
If you to draw,
yeah. But one of these days,
I've seen your stuff. You still got like your own little thing too. I remember seeing your stuff.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, ain't nothing new. So,
I mean, there was that. No, not that one. There was that one time. Hold on. No, you did the.
So I see what you're doing there. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go there today.
tough love motivation. That's what we're gonna call it.
I didn't get told it either. I was like, oh wait, is he? Oh,
like, I don't feel so motivated no more.
Oh man. On that note, we'll go into what everybody's been up to, what we've been watching, what we've been doing. I'll leave mine for last, as I actually got a pretty big update on what I've been watching. So, who wanna go first? Volunteer.
Well, I'll go first, because I ain't got a bunch of anything I've been watching lately because of the holiday season since the last one. So I haven't watched anything lately. Don't have Netflix no more. So the watching part is limited now. The only thing I've been playing is I found out about this game that's kind of like Pokemon, Tim. On the PS5.
Yeah, it's on PS5.
And yeah, it's on PS5 now. It came out in December on PS5. They got the early access or whatever. So I've been into that, and I mess with it. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It really is like a Pokemon clone, just about.
Yeah, that's what it.
A little bit different. Little bit different, like with mechanics or whatever. Like they got, I mean, it still kind of works the same. It's just the only difference between, how Pokemon, they got the PP system where you got a certain amount of attacks you can use or whatever.
Right.
Theirs works off a stamina ordeal. So like you can't just do big attacks all day long. Otherwise, your Tim-Tims, I keep saying Pokemon, I want to say Pokemon, but otherwise your Tim-Tims, they get tired. And if they get tired and they do an attack, it's kind of like having struggle when you ain't got no more PP. They lose life. But they literally, like, it'll go from like one time they'll attack once, then they might not attack the next time. They have to rest before they get their PP up again or stamina up again. But it's a pretty cool system. But it's mostly 2-on-2 battles. There ain't really much 1-on-1, but you mostly fight 2-on-2. But it's pretty cool. I've been enjoying it lately. I'm waiting for them to actually get to the point to where they got the full release, but I think it's got like 100. Supposed to have like, you know how Pokemon started out with 160, 150 Pokemon. That's pretty much where they're at. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like the art style. Art style is kind of like a little cell shady, but it's a decent product, I would say. So if if you have people are into the Pokemon and you know, y'all ain't on the play, y'all don't have your Nintendo Switches or anything like that, I'll recommend Tim. It's a pretty good game. And it will definitely fulfill that Pokemon need.
Word, yeah, I heard it. I knew it was I knew it was on everything else. I didn't realize it's coming on PS5. So I'm pretty sure. I think it's on either it's coming out
PC.
It's on PC for sure. I thought it went out on everything else too, so on Switch and on Xbox and whatnot. But I didn't know. I had no idea it was coming out on PS5. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's like what I do like about it. It's like playing Pokemon MMO. Put it like that.
That's kind of what everybody was like, kind of gunning for too. When they were talking about that's what they were kind of gunning for when they made it. I think it was like Pokemon more focused on the competitive side of things. Also still having a solid single player. So I want to give it a try.
Can walk. You definitely can play a single. You can join up with people to like do the gym bosses or be in fights. So it's kind of like you can go on quests together and all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
Okay, yeah, I might have to get it when it comes out on something I have. I'll probably give it a shot. I might play it on PC, but I might play it on PC actually. I have it on,
Yeah, you might as well get it on Steam.
I keep forgetting that. It's weird because like when stuff like gets launched, we talk about it and stuff. I still have to remember I'm a PC gamer now. I switched my mindset to that. Yeah, I still be like, yeah, I'll get it when it comes out on the system and it's on Steam. Oh yeah. I do have a PC that can run stuff now. I forgot about that. I'll probably do. Yeah.
So what I meant to say was,
right. What I mean is, I'll get it on Steam tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. I still got to watch out for Steam sales. Whenever I get Steam sales, over. But no, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, and I remember they were talking about that specifically because there was a lot of stuff. How do I get into this discussion without making it a big deal? There's been a lot of kerfluffle online about Pokemon being what it is now and how bad it is or whatever the case may be. People in the Pokemon community don't know what they want sometimes, in my opinion, but that's just, I'm not going to go there. I kind of
You said that. You said don't know what they want?
Yeah, because they're like, I don't know. There's a lot of complaints about the Pokemon series, and a lot of them are valid. I think a lot of them are valid. I think some of them are overblown, but they are valid. And I think that was the issue, or that was the thing that people were hoping Tim would resolve, or like at least give Pokemon some honest competition in the genre, because there's no other game that's like Pokemon that's been able to match it or anything. I personally was like telling people like, hey, don't get your hopes up for that. I mean, Tim would be a great game, but I don't know if it's gonna reach Pokemon's levels or make them care. It's like it's not going to sell those numbers that Pokemon sells, but it is good to have an option, of course, for anybody that wants to play a different type of game. And then the fact that it's on everything, or not to say everything, on other things, means that if you're not, big on Nintendo or on Switch in itself, you have an option to go play it there. So, yeah, I think that's pretty dope. And I got to give it a try and see what it's like. I've been want to try it out. It's just, there's a million things else. I haven't done it yet, but
yeah, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I definitely recommend playing it.
Cool. Dre, you got something watching?
As far as watching, newest thing I watched was Soul. That was dope.
Yeah,
I actually really like that movie.
I gotta watch that.
Get that. I gotta watch that.
Yes. Soul was good. I actually watched it twice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a very cool little movie. Man, have I really watched anything else?
Or played anything?
Nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been kind of on my classic tip. Like after I watched Soul, a couple days later, I find myself sitting there watching Major Pain.
Oh, wow. You always that. Major Pain.
For real.
Man.
I do need to watch season 2 of The Mandalorian because I did finish the first season, but I got to watch the second season of that. I ain't been on that one yet.
We're on the same exact spot. I just finished the first season too. That's what I was going to talk about with mine.
Yeah, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but Mandalorian is dope, so I got to get up on that. As far as playing stuff, I just been on Genshin Impact on on PlayStation.
you
mainly that.
Impacts.
Yeah, it's a cool little game though. It's cool. I enjoy it.
It is. I can't. I got to restart mine if I want to play it on the PlayStation because I had it on the mobile. Didn't know it was on PlayStation until I found out Dre was playing it on PlayStation. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Like, hold on, look at my phone, kind of different right now.
I was getting into it on the phone. I was like, yes. Then I was like, wait, I could have been using a controller.
Right.
Oh,
can't believe this. I've been bamboozled.
Man, and I haven't got back into it yet, but I want to get back into it.
Yeah, I heard when I was
in Genshin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Somebody was I can't remember who it was I was talking to. Oh man, I think it's a buddy of mine. I think it's Kedrick. He was saying it was like. It was something. It was similar to Breath of the Wild in some ways. He's like Breath of the Wild, but anime. I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
I saw a lot of people make that reference. Like,
yeah,
I saw a little. I saw a little meme where somebody drew just like two generic little characters, and one of the characters like, I made this, and it was Zelda Breath of the Wild, and the other character's like, oh, this is pretty nice. Then you see them at like a conference or something, and they're like, I made this, and it's got Breath of the Wild, but with the fucking Genshin Impact sticker on it.
Wow.
But I personally never played Breath of the Wild, so I can't really speak on how similar they are. But that was hilarious either way.
It's funny I say that, but like I've only played a little bit of Breath of the Wild. I've even played that far, which apparently people get in to be like shocked because they think I'm like a huge Zelda fan. I'm like, I'm not a huge Zelda fan. Like I like Zelda and I like certain games. The main two I like are my main two Zelda games are Link to the Past. I'm sorry, 3. Link to the Past and Link's Awakening and Ocarina of Time. Oh, I'm sorry. Wind Waker is the other one. Ocarina of Time's okay. But like other than that, I'm not like super huge on Zelda. I'm not like a Zelda fanboy. So like other Zelda games that have come out have come and gone. They're cool, but I haven't like played all the way through them or anything like that. And
Ocarina of Time and A Link to the Past is like the only ones I can even speak on because those are ones I actually played.
I haven't played Zelda in a long time. Ocarina of Time and I think Wind Waker is probably the last one I've actually even touched.
That was a game one. Yeah, I didn't even like Wind Waker. I loved Wind Waker actually. I just never got around to finishing it. I got close. I was like on the second to last dungeon, I think, and I just ended up not finishing it. But but I tell people all the time, like, I like Zelda, the Zelda universe enough, and I'm like, I'm not opposed to it, and I like certain characters. But when it comes to Nintendo, I'm a Metroid fan. Yeah, you already said I'm a Metroid Pokemon fan. That's why I'm hurt right now. I'm like, where's Metroid Prime 4? I need to know, Nintendo. Tell me, come on.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was about to whisper and over. He's a Metroid fan,
people. Listen, I still to this day, every once in a while, I will pop in Metroid NES and go through the game for no reason other than I love that game. I was speedrunning it for a little while. I didn't that good, but I love Metroid. I play Metroid 2 consistently, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion. My biggest shame is I have never finished any of the Metroid Prime games. That's my biggest shame. I got to the end of Metroid Prime 1. I know, shame. I deserve it. I love Metroid Prime 1. I got to the very end of it, man. But that last boss, I couldn't figure it out. And then somebody told me how to beat it recently. Like, all you had to do was do this. And I'm like, are you serious? Yeah. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, that's all it was. I feel so cheated. I feel harder than that.
All right. Well, before we get sidetracked too much.
Go ahead. Sorry. Yeah. You know me.
Zelda hit that spot, I guess. and then Ocarina of Time came out during like the era of ringtone. So when somebody had a Navi voice for their message, I just wanted to scrap them on site. Like,
oh my god!
Like no. I don't even know the person. I'm like, you don't turn that shit off.
Listen. Oh, I hated that damn fairy.
Listen.
Oh my god.
Listen.
It's like if you don't come up with a
She was
language,
so bad. For real. But
I love Navi though.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, outside of Genshin and Epic 7 on my mobile, which I've been playing that game for a while, but
Epic
just
7?
like
Oh, that's
yeah,
what
I
before, right?
actually posted those animations in the chat before. Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
okay, that's what
yeah,
I'm
that was
yeah.
it's a dope ass
for
animation.
for a mobile game, it is really good. And for this to be the third year,
Yeah,
I think this is the third year of the game. It's just looking at the way it's evolved through the animation and the characters they're bringing to the game and stuff like that has just been amazing, which you don't see very often in mobile games.
Right.
And the fact that it's rewarding to actually play. Come here, Gotti. So it's not like, oh, I can't get this. Throw $20, throw $100, throw $500. Like unless you're a YouTube streamer, you ain't really got to do that. Like, because Don actually plays with me.
Oh, okay.
And when we get like limited units that show up, which means that they're available for like a certain amount of weeks, and then when their banner's over, we probably won't see them till like next year when they do a rerun. But usually when that comes up, Don's like, oh, I got like 12,000, 16,000 stones. I think I could roll for it. Like, what you mean you think? It's guaranteed. Like, like you want this, you go get it. But it's cool that you're able to stack resources like that just from playing the game to basically try to get what you want.
Yeah,
so I've been really enjoying Epic 7 too.
At least they keep you with something to continue to get resources, because some games, like I played Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z, after you done did every event, the only thing you about to get is this one stone on login, but then you gotta get 50 stones for a new banner to come out to even get a multi-summon, and it's just like yeah.
Oh man,
you kind of go dry after a while with
Thank
content.
you for playing our game for so long and being such a loyal customer. Here's one stone.
Yeah,
right.
It'd be like that. Now sometimes they do. Sometimes they get your little events, and you might get a few events to where you can gather about 10 stones or something like that, or they always got some kind of event special going on, but you only get maybe like 10 stones out of it. It's not enough to really make a dent as far as like getting the new characters, but they try to give you something. But yeah,
trying to balance the economy, and it's just like, I get it.
Yeah, Marvel Future Fight is like that. I used to love Marvel Future Fight. Now that game gets on my damn nerves. Like they've gone as far as like basically content and feeling like you're rewarded for playing the game. It's gone so far downhill. It's just a bottomless pit of BS at this point.
Wow.
Wow. Did they like change how it was like the change in like how much they drop, or just the events just don't give anything for it? Is it kind of both, or
a little bit of both, on top of introducing new things that require money? Like, okay, I don't know if y'all played Avengers, but Marvel Future Fight has a card system. Okay. You collect comic cards from doing like certain stages and stuff, and those comic cards have sometimes 2 to 3 permanent stats on them. So it could be like all attack percentage, which means you have like physical attack, which a lot of characters have, or energy attack, which is basically people like Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, people that basically use energy type attacks in the comics. Okay. Then you may have like defense and HP or something on there. And then you have substats that are completely random. And you have to upgrade cards to, what are they? Mythic level, which is like 6-star cards, by basically farming them, and it's a lot of farming. Yeah, and so you do that to try to get these random stats and all that good stuff, and then it's not an easy thing to do either. So recently they introduced a way to upgrade cards, but you have to upgrade them with premium cards for like these crazy stat boosts now. And premium cards can only be gained by either doing special events, which in most cases that's like a one and done, or you're paying the money to gamble for the premium cards, and it's not even guaranteed.
Oh, get out!
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, are y'all crazy?
They failed on that hard.
Yeah, and there's and it's crazy because nobody was happy about that. Like the community was so pissed off. Like people started uninstalling the game. People just stopped playing. It was serious. People didn't like it at all. There was there was a big.
I don't like it. I don't even play.
Right. Like I hate hearing about it.
It was a big boycott. Like people were just completely against it. That's one of those games I used to love, but now I'm just like, I don't even care to play it anymore.
I wouldn't either, man. And do I hate that kind of thing. It was like, man, this game should be good, and then they added monetization and shit. I'm like,
that killed a lot of games to me. That's what. Yeah, I can go on a rant about the microtransactions and shit for years, because that, to me, I think that's like the worst thing to ever happen to games.
I agree 100%.
Yeah,
I agree on that.
Same
like,
here.
Even the ones that
100 million thousand. Just yeah.
I'm like, yo, even
totally
games that I agree that I think it's okay on. Like with fighting games, I'm like, I don't mind paying for costumes or whatever. I think it's fine. It's not a big deal. But that don't mean I like it. That don't mean I enjoy it. That don't mean I think it's cool. I think it's irritating as hell when it's like, hey, you want to get colors and costumes? Pay some money. I'm like, bitch, what happened to this being a code? What happened to this being
that
for real?
Like, that exactly. For real. Like why can't I just do up, down, left, right, start, A, B, whatever you want to call it? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Or why can't I unlock it by going through why can't I just unlock it by doing certain events or something like that?
Why can't I beat the boss 2 times with a perfect and get this the way I'm supposed to?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost like the creativity they have for games and to keep people playing, they lost it. They lost they lost the passion of what actually made games fun to me. Once they came with the mobile games, I understand it from a mobile aspect. They do little microtransactions, whatever. Right. It's a cell phone game, really, whatever. But you don't expect to be playing the game on your phone for countless of hours.
Right. And most times those games on your phone are free. That's the
exactly. But when you start throwing that stuff into games where I done already paid $60 for, now all of a sudden I'm trying to go through the game, grind the game or whatever, but yet I'm going online and get my head busted in by this person that just spent $50,000 on the game to get all the good stuff. And that pay to win aspect just kills me. I hate it.
Yeah, it drives me crazy.
I can understand for costumes, cosmetics, things like that. Fine. I'm cool with microtransactions when you got the cosmetics. You want to get something that's looking different. But when it comes to where it literally can make or break if you are going to win.
Right. It's like it's so unnecessary. It's so it's frustrating. And like it's my thing is like I get the idea of like the cost of production going up, which it really, that's a whole nother discussion. But the cost of production going up, you want to leverage that cost, and I get it, that's fine. But when it gets to the point where like you just sacrificing your game for it, and then the fact that like a lot of games too that do that come out either half finished or just don't have that much content on launch, and so you like, all right, well, where's the game at? And you're like, oh, it's all this DLC. I'm like, cool, great, wonderful.
Destiny. Oh, Destiny. Sorry, my sinuses was acting up.
I just let that call out, but all right.
You ain't never lied, bro. You ain't never lied, bro.
The thing about Destiny too is that I don't even play Destiny. I heard from everybody else about Destiny. I'm like, damn, not that bad, huh? Like, all right.
Yeah, bad.
I stopped falling into that trap, man. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, I stopped falling into that trap, man, a long time ago, because the big update from last winter when they did the what is see, I can't even remember what the shit was called anymore. But basically, it was a pretty big update, and that one was really fun. They actually had a lot of content in that one. But
Right.
even before that and after that, people are like, oh, this looks so good. We're going to get this, and that. I'm like, no, stop. Like, don't tell me this. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it no more, because every time Destiny gets an update, it lasts for a week, and people just keep falling into that repetitive ass trap. And I'm like, I'm not doing it no more. Like, if Jay gets it, all right, cool. I'll play with y'all, because me and Jay game share on PlayStation. Like, if he don't get it, I could give less of a damn.
Yeah, I haven't played Destiny. I haven't even played Destiny 2 yet. I think I downloaded the little free. I now it's like, was a free to play game now.
Oh
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I downloaded it, but I haven't even turned it on yet. Even now, I used to love playing it. It used to be fun, but after a while, once you started really seeing what they've been doing with it and how they really moving, it was just like, okay, y'all really ain't adding no new content. Y'all just kind of keep putting the same BS and sugarcoat it with something else, and then
Right.
Yeah, and I can see what they're doing now after the whole split with Activision. There's a lot of stuff that they had to take out the game that's actually going back into it. So they changed the meta of the game a lot. And
oh really?
Yeah, a lot of the old stuff that used to be in D1 is popping up in D2 again. So they're trying to ease that stuff back in there, give people some of the classic stuff they like. But yeah, even outside of that, recently I've gotten back into playing Grand Blue Versus. Like, I actually find that game really fun.
It is, and yeah.
They're coming out with another game now, another fighting game. It's based off, I think, an anime or something. I can't remember the name. I seen it.
It's based off of a mobile game, I think. It's a dungeon.
Yeah, another RPG.
That.
Dungeon and Fighter or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you knew
good.
about the original game. I knew what the original game was. I just never played it, but I know the characters were always pretty cool looking. So I'm like, okay, this looks like it could be dope. I'm just worried for
and that animation and stuff look clean,
right? It looks super clean.
And who better to do anything with it?
That's what I'm like.
Exactly.
They got projects coming out the ass. They got like 4 projects. I'm like, all right, so you still got Dragon Ball going. Now you got Guilty Gear Strive and this. All right,
you do right. That's what I was like.
Well, that's what I was like. I'm just going to be collecting Arc System Works fighting games because they're just too good. Like I enjoy basically any Arc System Works game I play.
Yeah, for real. I haven't played one at all that was bad. I have not played an Arc System fighting game that's been terrible or something. I haven't. I mean, y'all know me. I don't be into fighters like that. But
right. Well, I will say this. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And I was gonna say, because like when they came out with Blaze Blue, I bought that when it first came out. That game was dope.
Oh yeah, no, Blaze Blue. I'm kind of picky with it only because Arc System doesn't really make the type of fighting games that I fully enjoy, except for Guilty Gear. And even that game, I'm kind of a casual player of. But like, yeah, Guilty Gear Strive I'm interested in trying out. I'm gonna give that a shot. And Grand Blue, you were talking about Grand Blue Versus earlier, and yeah, I really want to get back into that game at some point. I just haven't put time into it yet. I really should, because I actually really like Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, and I have a community I can go to online to play with from my local that I can play, and I really want to put my hands on it. It's just I'm still stuck in Street Fighter V land because I love that game too, and so when I do play a fighting game, it's like I'm playing Street Fighter, and I'm like, games, I got Soul Calibur there with Setsuka on there. I could be playing her. I still haven't done it. Like, come on, man, it's so many fighting games out there. It's hard to like, but no.
Yeah, and what I like about You even have a PS4 anymore?
I got it. I don't play on it anymore. I'm playing on everything. I play on PC. I don't play on PC anymore.
Okay. I was going to say one thing I do like about Grand Blue though, even if you don't feel like fighting, you could just load up the RPG mode to play with people, and that's actually pretty fun too.
I need to do that. That's what I.
They got an RPG.
It's got an RPG mode. Yeah.
Yeah, they got an RPG mode. It's a side-scrolling RPG mode, and I love it. I play it a lot actually.
Yeah, I need to do that. That's one thing I said. I need to go ahead and do that. I need to. You know what? That's been my biggest problem. I'm not gonna belabor this point, but my biggest problem with fighting games is that not from the fighting game, from my perspective, I've been getting so heavily into the competitive side that I overlook everything else, and I like miss giving everything else a chance. And so I really need to go ahead and just go play Grand Blue Fantasy versus a single player mode. Go practice stuff with different characters in survival mode and stuff on Street Fighter. Go play this. Go finish Souls mode in Soul Calibur, even though fuck Souls mode because I'm stuck on that Berserker right now. And I swear to Christ, everything I did would not kill him. I fought that Berserker for a week, and I was like, you know what? This game can go to hell. But I should probably go back and try it again at some point. Dude,
it can't be worse than Diddy Kong and Mario Strikers.
Don't bring that up. You know that's not allowed. I will get off this podcast. I will cut your mic off. Don't ever bring that up again.
No.
Mario Strikers still is the only game ever. I sold it, bought it back, sold it again. I was like, bruh.
Damn.
Yo, because, man, look, all right, off the rails. I'm just going to do it anyway because we're there now. I might as well go ahead and say it. Diddy Kong is fucking cheap. Fuck that character in that game. It's so stupid.
Was he that bad?
Dude, he gets his super and he removed, Mario Strikers Charged as a soccer game or whatever. And so the character's built just like Mario Kart plus soccer, basically. It was really dumb balance. But anyway, Diddy Kong has as his super, he basically takes two of your players off the field. They just disappear, as if by a UFO just picks them up and shit. Oh, and so the only way to get, dude, it's so stupid. And the only way to unlock characters in that game is to beat them in a tournament mode. But to get them, you got to actually go an entire circuit. And so you get him in the circuit, and if you lose, I think 2 games or something like that, you got to start all the way back over again. And so me, Adrian, and Devin, we were trying to unlock Diddy Kong for the longest damn time. Every time, dog, he would do that super, and 2 of our members would go, and he would start scoring. And I'm like, this is the dumbest shit. I'm done with this franchise. I'm like, I don't ever want to see this ever again. And so the first time I sold it, and then I think one day I walked into GameStop, and I just had to hanker to just play it. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna calm down. I'm gonna woosah. I'm not gonna worry about it. We gonna play. This is why we're all still in AI, I think. And I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead, get it, and play. I'll bring it back. It'll be cool. Man, we played for a week. I got the Diddy Kong again. I think the last time I played, it was 2-2. He did that bullshit to my whole team, and I ended up having to restart. I was like, yep, I'm done. I sold that game. I ain't never looked back.
Yeah, man. I ain't never ran across the most. Oh, man.
That was just, so
oh boy, you talk about Nintendo finding a way to piss somebody off.
Man, I was like, Mario Kart is cheap. Everybody like Mario Kart is cheap. I'm like, have you played Strikers, dog?
For real. That ends all the discussion. If you ain't played Strikers, you don't know what cheat is.
Touching on one last thing from Grand Blue, then we got to hear what Jelani been up to.
Oh yeah.
The RPG mode is. I really like it because it gives us kind of what we were talking about earlier, because you find weapon skins and stuff in there. So when you find them and unlock them, you can actually customize your character with them on top of buying colors and stuff too. So that's actually in the game, which is what I like. And kind of going back to what Jelani was saying earlier about just kind of overlooking the different modes in the games now is I feel like the competitive aspect is touched on so heavily now that even the the companies making the games are ignoring them, because when we had Tekken, wasn't it 6?
7?
Tekken 6 had Tekken Force mode online, and people was on there heavy. We like that stuff, but it's just they just take it out and it don't even exist anymore. So I feel like they should really be doing that again, bringing stuff like that back, because it's still fun. Not everybody wants to be competitive 100% of the time.
For real.
Man. And that's I'll say this and I'll kind of leave because I don't want to go too deep into it, because I can talk about this shit. I can make a whole nother podcast on this, but I think that's part of my frustration with the fighting game genre in general. Just how companies have been making the games, because even Capcom did that with Street Fighter Five. Street Fighter Five launched
Yep.
super bare bones, and to this day,
Yeah.
the original version, I will tell you in a heartbeat, was garbage and was not worth it. It got better over time, and then Arcade Edition was when I first could say like the game was actually worth it, because it actually had an arcade mode, which is like unfathomable that a game would launch without that back then. And
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I was about to say, I'll tell you right now, that's the reason why I stopped playing Street Fighter. Because when I first got Street Fighter, and I've come to realize over the years that I gotta get my bang for my buck.
Yeah. No,
and when it came out that bare bone, I was done. Even though the game was still good to me, at least the game played well, but it didn't have enough to keep my interest. And that was it. I was like, yeah, at least you could have had a story mode.
Right, no, yeah. Like when it launched, they didn't have a story mode.
Nope.
The story mode didn't come out until June, and the game launched in February. And yeah, like I didn't buy the game until that April. Yeah, I think about it that April. That's when I built my first PC. Yeah, I got that game in April, and so it was less of a wait for me. And the story mode had been announced, so I was less adamant about it. And also I got a super discount. I bought that game for like $30. I didn't buy it for full price when it first launched. But even then, I was like, there's nothing here. Like, there's nothing but survival mode. And if you don't want to play online, that's all you were doing. And so me being competitive, the competitive side did hold me over a little bit. But I was just like, man, am I going to really hold off with this game? Like, am I going to be all right? It wasn't until it wasn't until like season 2. I won't say arcade. Season 2 started feeling like a little bit more worth. It had more characters. All the other characters coming out. It had some more modes. But like Arcade Edition was when I could first, and that was season 3. That's when I could first tell people like, all right, Street Fighter 5 is a good investment now. I think it's good to buy it. Because before that it just wasn't worth it. It was nothing on there. And I'm like, I'm hoping Capcom learned a lesson from that as far as their fighting game division. And it's weird because it's like Capcom, I swear, obviously there's different developers under each company or whatever, but the Street Fighter side just really didn't understand like what it means to retain people, because the Monster Hunter side, at the same exact time, this is around the time I think 4U was out, and you getting 4U and you getting hundreds of quests, all kinds of monsters, free DLC updates consistently. World comes out, free updates and all this shit, hundreds of hours worth of content, all kinds of like. How do you like? Do you have to make that make sense to me? The Monster Hunter team, I think, is one of the teams that really understands like how to treat their fan base and like really reward them for playing. Because you get a Monster Hunter game, you getting DLC. Especially, these days I can't call it yet because I got to see what they do with Rise. But at least up until World and through World, you get a Monster Hunter game, I can tell you point blank, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You getting content. You want content, you want hunts, you want outfit, you getting some stuff. They don't get
I can agree with that.
All free.
1,000%.
All free.
Yeah. Dude,
And if they do any kind of little
back to that game.
And if they do any kind of like anything for you to pay for, it's like cosmetic stuff.
It's either cosmetic or it's like the full update. Like Iceborne. Iceborne is the difference in the sense that it's the first game it's the first update they sold. But before Iceborne, what you have to do for a new content or a new game or whatever, they would have what's called a G version, which normally we would get in America first. Get in America later as the whole game. But in Japan, they would get like Monster Hunter 4, and then a year later get 4G, which would be like the G rank quests and stuff.
Right.
And so that's what Iceborne essentially was. It was kind of like
I remember talking about that.
Yeah, and so that's the only thing you had to pay for. Once you got that, everything else came with it. And then like DLC was like cosmetic stuff that you had to. Most times you didn't have to buy, but sometimes it was very rare.
Yeah, and another thing with Monster Hunter, like the updates and stuff, I don't think there's actually been an update I didn't like until they did the movie one for the movie that's about to come out. But even still, I was like, oh, for this movie. But I was like, I'm gonna play this update because there's still stuff for me to get in it. So I'm gonna play this update because I love the game that much.
Yeah. No, for sure. That movie, I'm like, they really gonna make this movie. All right, I see you. I can't hate. You know, it's fine. This is one. I give y'all this one. Movie's trash, but whatever. I didn't even see that. You know, I've not seen the movie. I
Yeah.
can't say it's trash. Just from everybody else
Everybody's
that's seen
saying
it,
it's
though,
trash.
right? Everybody else is verified as trash, and it's Paul Wes Anderson, I think his name is, the guy that did the Resident Evil movies. So I'm assuming it's trash because the
It's probably trash because they were
hot
trash too.
Trash. Oh my god, they were hot trash. They were
Mm-hmm.
the hottest trash. The trash.
They had to get the same main character, main woman play the main character in Monster Hunter.
Mila Jovovich. I don't even blame her. She's actually okay.
I don't have nothing against her, but I'm just like,
it's just it's like, can you get somebody? Like, it's clearly nepotism at this point. But it's like, those movies could not be any hotter trash if you put them in the middle of a nuclear explosion. They would not. You couldn't get hotter trash than that movie. Them Resident Evil movies were not even popcorn flicks. Like maybe the first one. Maybe the first one. When I realized that Alice was gonna be the main character, I'm like, who's Alice?
Exactly.
Why are we doing this? Who was this kid? And then she became like, I rarely ever use the word Mary Sue, but man, I was like, this. Oh God, that's a Mary Sue. I'm like, this character is just ridiculous. It makes no sense. She's everything in the series. It's like, all right, cool. I guess that's what we're doing. And then they made like 5 of them hoes. I'm like,
yeah, and it's like, good. Yeah, I'm like, why are y'all still doing this? Y'all basically holding Chappelle's bucket of R. Kelly's doo-doo butter and just dumping out Resident Evil movies. That's what that was.
Oh wow!
I gotta make a decision. I'm leaving that in, and I'm leaving it in. It's staying in. R. Kelly's doo-doo butter.
I'll allow it.
Like, judges.
Hey, somebody give me a gif of that scene so I can put Resident Evil stickers on that.
Oh man! All right, so I guess I'll go ahead and go into what I was talking about now because we've already talked about Monster Hunter so much. I'm gonna probably go into a little bit more since this is what I've been doing, but
all right.
Yeah, the main thing I did that I finally accomplished is, first of all, I watched actual shows. Shock and awe. I finished the first season of The Mandalorian, and I started watching. I think is it Kippo? I think that's the name of it. I have to go back and check the name of it. It's a cartoon. Let me go look up the name while I'm here. You may hear some clickety clacks at the keyboard. That's just, don't worry about it. That's just your local podcast host not knowing what the hell he's talking about. Just don't pay attention to that. I'm gonna look it up right now because I don't want to be wrong. Yeah, Kippo and the Age of Wonder Beast. That's it. Okay, yeah. So I only watched the first episode of it, but I'm already like really into it. I'm like, I gotta watch the rest of this. This looks really cool. It helps that Kev put me on to like the creative director, like a lot of people that work on there were doing interviews and stuff. So I was like listening to that, and they got me really interested in checking it out. So yeah, before I get to that though, I mean, I don't even really get to because I only watched one episode. It was really good. Mandalorian. I didn't know what to expect, honestly. And by the end of season 1, first of all, I binge watched it because that's what I do. But the only reason I binge watch something usually is because it grabs me like that. And Mandalorian grabbed me like that. Like the first night I was watching it, I'm like, I'm gonna watch episode 1, maybe episode 2, see how it feels, and I'll go from there. Because it's already 11 o'clock. I don't want to be up all night. This is before I get on my vacation. No, this is the first night of my vacation. I want to spend my entire vacation, my first like couple of nights watching one show and being sleep deprived. Yeah, I was on episode 5 by the end of the first night. I was like, yep, all right, it's 3 o'clock in the morning now. Good luck me. So it grabbed me and just instantly kept me in. And then by I think the second night I watched another 2 episodes, and then the last night I watched the last episode. So I was done with the 3 days. It went fast, and it was good. I like the entire setup of it. I like the fact that I guess there was a couple things I didn't like, but I'll get into spoiler territory. So if you are listening to this right now and you've not watched it, actually, Adrian, have you watched it?
No, I haven't watched it.
Do you mind spoilers? Are you waiting to see?
No, it don't matter. Spoilers don't bother me because I'm gonna watch it regardless.
Okay. Cool. Well, then anybody else that's listening to this right now, I should probably mark this timestamp out so I can put it in the thing so they know it was about 120. It probably won't be in the final count, but I'll know. 120:00 spoilers. Ha 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 ha. And Mandalorian for Mando. All right, spoilers for Mando. So listen, if you're listening right now, This is a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I don't have no drops. I ain't that advanced yet. So I ain't got no keys ready to go.
Spoiler alert, granddad.
We got
There's your drop right there.
Boy, ain't no spoiler alert. What you talking about? I ain't worried about no spoilers. So there you go. That's the spoiler alert. It's coming. Spoilers here. So yeah, the fact I was a little, I don't know how to feel about the fact that in the last episode they showed his face, because I kind of didn't want to know, but it was okay the way they did it, and the fact that of course the one person that saw his face, which was a droid, so it's not technically quote unquote a person. Okay, so if you didn't, let me just explain it. Basically, the Mandalorian, the bounty hunter, the Mandalorian is part of a Mandalorian culture. It's not actually like a species, and so their whole thing is you're not supposed to see they're not supposed to let their face be seen. I forget what the repercussions are, but I guess once your face is seen, you can never go back or whatever. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, the whole point is you're not supposed to see their face at all. And so at the very last scene, it kind of did in a clever way where it's like, that sounds like it's ready dropped. Oh, sack lunch? A sack lunch is here.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. Look at
Y'all brothers, y'all still online? I said, like, let me take a look at this.
He's packed his lunch. He's ready for school.
No, I packed my dinner. I'm stuffed.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? For dinner, let me go ahead and check and see these dudes online. I was like, looked at the Discord, like, are those people in the chat?
Oh yeah. We still here waiting for you to show up with your packed lunch and your apples and fresh carrots and celery and your Doritos.
Got your lunchables ready to go, son.
Healthy, well balanced meals.
Carton of milk. No.
Skim. No. 1% milk. Can't have skim.
Oh my god. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I'm gonna see. Oh wait, X. Have you seen The Mandalorian? You seen it, haven't you?
No, I was thinking about setting up Disney Plus soon and watching it. But I haven't seen it.
Then I won't. Do you mind?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's what you're talking about right now?
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I'll see you guys next week.
All right, I'll stop there. But then that means, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna edit that part of the podcast out. That's what we'll do. We edit that whole part out. So, future me, remember to go back and edit from 117-ish in the timeline and cut that whole thing out because we don't want to see no parts
he's not crazy talking to himself. He's not crazy talking to himself.
I am absolutely crazy talking to myself.
He might be a little crazy talking to himself.
I'm just telling future me in the future, which is me, but it's me in the future. So that's technically not me because it's me that's not here now. So I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to a version of myself in the future.
Stop it. Interesting. Time for time travel.
Wait, was that
was as bad as the read and read tweet that Adrian put up. That shit made me so bad when I saw that.
Wait, what?
Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna have to send it to you so you can see what we're talking about. My man Adrian been on this Twitter game lately.
Yeah, I've been on Twitter. You know I've been on Twitter, Jake.
Yeah.
You remember tweeting?
Yeah, I got on it like back in I think November.
Yeah, like November, I think. Yeah, that's my first.
Something like that.
Oh, on Twitter, okay.
Yeah, I figured I'll try it out, see what it's all about.
Yeah.
Tweet game strong.
as long as you're heavily monitoring who you're following and like who you actually got on your timeline and just minding your P's and Q's, Twitter's actually pretty damn fun. I'm all right with it. I've had to learn. I had to like be at peace with certain stuff and block certain people and just like learn to just ignore.
Pretty much. Well, it's just like any other social media.
Basically,
it's deeper in the sludge. It's sludge covered.
No, that's Facebook. Facebook is deeper than I cannot stand Facebook.
Sludge. Like Hog is Greeley, dog. Hog is Greeley runs Twitter, dog. Like Hog is Greeley. Doggone. What's that rat guy from Captain Planet? What's that rat guy's name? Rat King.
Oh my god, yeah, something like the rat. Something
Yeah,
I don't know
I
his name.
forget his name. Yeah,
The sludge guy, the guy always in the garbage or whatever.
Yeah, I think his name was Vermin or something, or Rat Vermin.
I'm about to have to look up. I'm about to look up villains on. I'm about to look it up. Okay, wait.
Yeah,
Let me get back. Okay, hold on, because I got to get back on track.
Oh, there you go. I got it. Vermin is scum.
Oh yeah, Vermin the Scum.
Yeah.
I remember. Okay,
Vermin is Scum.
Yeah. All right, so let me get back on track now that I know what I'm doing. Okay, so Mandalorian. I retract the spoiler alert. I'm not going to talk about spoilers now. I will say this. I was very much pulled into it. Like I said, I ended up watching the full 8 episodes, only 8. The full 8 episodes of the first season within 2 or 3 nights, which is unusual for me. Either I've been avoiding binge watching stuff like that, but I had the time to, so I did this time. And I really want to watch season 2. I just got to find the time frame to like be able to do it without like my sleep schedule. But I'm gonna probably do it in the next few days here, maybe probably this week. I'll season 2 done. Especially because I know what happens. Unfortunately, I had some stuff spoiled for me in season 2 already, so I know certain characters and things that show up, including my favorite character in the franchise. So I can't wait to see what that character does and how that character looks, and talks, and all that stuff. But yeah, no, I really was impressed by Mandalorian. Like, it really surprised me, and I highly recommend it. Don't go in if you're watching it for the first time. I would say don't go in expecting like super huge amounts of like Star Wars meta. It has some connections, but it does not flaunt them very heavily out, I don't feel. And maybe it's only because I'm not that deep of a Star Wars fan, but even as like a fan that like gets into like some of the lore, I noticed that there were certain calls. They do make certain calls to certain things, but it's not like it doesn't live off of them, which to me is not neither good or a bad thing. It just depends on how you do it. But if it does bother you, like when shows, I've seen people get bothered, like, man, this show depends too much on Star Wars, or that's too much. I don't think Mandalorian was like that. I think it actually did a decent amount of like calling to things and referencing them, while being something different, and giving you a different view of what's going on at the time when it takes place. I will say the bad guy that shows up at the end, whoo man, wow. I was like, all right, I didn't expect him to be that much. And all right, okay. I'm like, okay, player, okay, player. It is an actor and a person that usually, whenever you see him show up in something, it's like, yeah, he the bad guy. Like,
I know you're talking about Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, whenever you see him in something, it's like, yep, that's bad guy. I don't know what movie he in. I don't know what his part is. I ain't seen the lick of dialogue. I don't even know what the movie about. I just seen the movie title and I seen that he was in it. Yeah, he the bad guy.
Yeah, he's always bad guy. Ever since what's that old movie? Dang, about colorism in college from a long time ago. God, Spike Lee movie.
You talking about Higher Learning?
No, not Higher Learning. Dang it. It's not colors. It's something. It had Gina from Martin in it. And
you're talking about you ain't talking about School Days, are you?
Yeah, School Days. Yeah, that's it. School Days, man. He was a villain in school days, man. Like,
he was bad. I was like, oh, that's him. Oh yeah. Oh, he definitely gonna be a bad guy. So soon as he showed him, like, yeah.
He's got that perfect stone face, that poker face. Like,
he does.
Like, he's not bothered by anything. He's like, go ahead, do what you got to do.
I will say, like, in this, again, without spoiling anything, the role they gave him in this one, he took.
I heard he's dope.
He chewed that role up. He was like, "Yep, I'm loving this." I was like,
I heard he is dope, bro. Like, he
is dope.
Perfect villain, like just dope. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up.
The way, like, his case, I can't say anything because I want to spoil it. But the way he showed up and like what he was saying is, I'm like, yo, nigga, all right, I want to see what happens. So I got to see how it goes in season 2.
This sly mother.
Man, I was like, wow, all right, this dude. Even actually, Mandalorian's setup in general surprised me because even from the beginning, like the first couple of episodes, like you kind of know what's gonna happen, and it's not like the show doesn't make any like weird turns that you don't see coming. Like you pretty much see like, oh, that's what's gonna happen there. Oh, that's what's gonna happen in this section. That's gonna happen right here. This is why this is gonna happen. So it's not like from a writing standpoint, it takes these really shocking like turns or anything. There are moments that will surprise you, but there's nothing like, oh snap, mind blowing like reveal. It's just it's done so well, and I think that's something that gets lost with a lot of people too. Because like everybody expects everything to be the next Breaking Bad, to be the next whatever. It's like shows don't always have to be that. Some shows can just be just entertaining to watch, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. And in fact, in some cases, that's good. And I feel like Mandalorian is kind of in that case. Like Mandalorian may not be breaking boundaries. It may not be like it may not. You're not gonna leave Mandalorian laying in your bed at night thinking about what life means. That's what I'm getting at. You're not gonna be sitting there like twiddling your fingers.
I might.
No, you're not. Trust me. After watching it, as somebody has watched the first season, let me guarantee you're not. But what you will do is you will probably, if you like a good action series that has a compelling story and a compelling main character that's, or at least interesting to follow main character, you're really going to enjoy it. Like, I think, I don't see a scenario where if you're looking for just a really good action series with some intrigue, and not to say it's shallow, I won't say it's shallow, but it isn't like, it's not trying to hit you with like the craziest, oh my God things. But it's very level, and it's just very good. It's a very easy watch. I'll put it that way. It's a very easy watch. I was not sitting there like, well, what about what? It was easy to watch and follow, and it was satisfying. By the time it was over, I was like, yeah, I could watch season 2 right now, but I also could sleep. And it was a hard decision because it was like 1 in the morning. And I was like, well,
I will be busy.
I was like, well, I mean, I did for the first day. I did binge. I watched 5 episodes straight. No, 4 episodes straight for the first day.
I'm gonna watch every last episode.
Well, by the time I finished episode 4, it was 3 in the morning. I'm like, all right, look,
go.
I'm too old for this. I can't do it. If I stay
Sleep
up
for a week
later. I mean, to be fair, it was my week off, so it wasn't like I didn't have, I had choices. I could have like just done it, but. That being said, my week off, I'm like, I don't want to be just up all night. So I managed myself enough to like go to bed, and then the next day I watch the next 2 episodes, and then the next day after that I watch 2 more and finish it.
This guy over being responsible.
When I can,
responsible adult.
And then you have nights like last night where I was like, I should be in bed right now, and it's 1 o'clock. But you know what? I'm gonna play Monster Hunter World, and I'm gonna record it at 1 o'clock in the morning, quietly.
Yes.
And I played
3 hours.
3 o'clock is my cutoff. But if I sit any later than 3. I'm gonna be useless the next day. I will just I'll oversleep and sleep the entire day, or I'll be up, but I'll be angry. Hang on a second.
Hey man, I feel you, man. I've been crashing around 4 and stuff. I'm like, man, I need to stop. Need to stop.
Because I have sound coming in. I'm about to go ahead and do a bunch of editing for this podcast for real this time. Unlike last time. Last time it was just me listening to make sure I didn't miss anything. This time I got like actually cut stuff out. But yeah, so that's Mandalorian. I think I'm sure you'll enjoy it. X, I think you have, and Adrian, I think you guys will really enjoy it. But that was the main thing I watched. The main thing I played this past holiday in the past few weeks, aside from a bunch of old Atari 520 ST games, I finally got that working, so that was cool. The main thing I played was I got back as we talked about earlier, I got back into Monster Hunter World. And so since Monster Hunter Rise comes out in March.
It comes up pretty soon.
Yeah, I was like, I might as well get used to playing the world mechanics now, so I've been practicing that. And I never disliked World. I dislike certain things about World compared to the older games. But I've always liked World. Hold on a second. Come in. Yeah, I'm recording. Let me start that phrase over again. What was I saying? Oh, I never hated World or anything like that. It was just certain things about it that I didn't like over the older games that have either they've grown on me now, or like they just are changes that are there to have to kind of just deal with. My biggest gripe probably is the fact that Leviathan style monsters and amphibians aren't in the game, because Leviathans were my favorite monster types. Like my favorite monsters in the series are Ignactor, Lagiacrus, and Royal Ludroth, and they're all Leviathan skeletons. So they're not in the game, and nothing like them is in the game. And I'm like, ugh. So I'm just like, well, my favorite monsters aren't going to make it. Cool. So, but that being said, playing it now, I think has been a really good time to play it, because now I know there's another game coming out that I'm going to play on Switch that's going to be more to my style. But it's also going to include a lot of world stuff in there too. and it's given me like a chance to kind of get a new light on it, especially now playing on PC. So I've been like, oh, okay, and it's been fun. I've been really enjoying it. I've gotten addicted again, so I've just been playing through the main game solo, and that's pretty much what I've been doing with my my spare time. Like I said, I watched the first episode of Kippo and the world.
Oh, did you?
I keep forgetting his title. His title is long. The Age of Wonder Beast. I keep saying
Wonder Beast. Yeah, Age of
I
Wonder
keep want
Beast.
to say Wilder Beast, and it's not the title. Wonder Beast. The Age of Wilder Beast.
Get them wildebeest.
Damn Wilder Beast.
Them name.
But yeah, if you and Adrian ever jump on Monster Hunter at the same time, I'm always down to play that. Like,
Yeah, I'll let you know.
because we both got Iceborne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need to get back on it so bad. I'm like, I feel so behind. I done missed every damn thing.
Oh, bro, you tell him. Like,
Yeah, it's just and it's and I know where Adrian's coming from with that, because the hardest part about trying to help somebody actually catch up to like the newer content stuff is the fact that you can't join them until they're going through whatever area, see the monster first, and it's like, okay, then we could jump in. And you never know how long that shit might take sometimes.
Yeah, that's been my biggest frustration. I was telling Jay about that earlier. I was like, that's the reason I think I fell off the most. Two reasons I fell off the most. One is the fact that my normal group of hunters that I hunt with on Generations Ultimate, none of them play on PS4. So they weren't getting World, and I'm like, well, great. So I can't hunt my usual group. When you hunt with a certain group, that becomes like your squad, and you like used to hunt with them, whatever. You want to hunt with them, and so I was already playing Generations Ultimate. So I'm like, I'll just keep going with this, and I love Generations Ultimate. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So, but then on top of that, to your point, the way Monster Hunter World handles quest irritates me, because in older games and now in Rise, quests were split into two different places. You would get village quests and you would get hub quests. Village quests are the single player stuff, and you go through them at any time you want to at your pace on your own time. And then hub quest were the online portion. And that's where everybody could like get together, level up, and all that. And the only requirement there was once somebody hit their urgent quest, you had to be a certain rank, and then everybody had to do their own urgent quest. So let's say we're all together and we're leveling up or whatever, blah blah blah. And we get to like HR 5 and we get our urgent quest. Well, each one of us will have to do that urgent quest. So if it's 4 of us in the team, we have to all 4 do it, which is annoying. But let's say I'm a new hunter and you guys are all, you're all G rank, like G5 or whatever. Like you're all high G rank hunters. You're all way out in the ocean. I'm over here starting off on the island and I'm like HR 1. I can still hunt with you guys on any quest that I need. So you guys can actually come back and help me out. I can blow through my urgents, do all the key quests, and I'll catch up to you guys' rank hella quick. And there's no requirement of like waiting for a cutscene like that. The only requirement is that I do my urgents. And I mean, and you guys can still help with the urgents. You can still do the urgents. So there was literally no blocking for anybody to stop playing, because it's like, well, as long as the highest person there has already done all the urgents or whatever, which they have to, then they can just come back and help you with whatever. There's no like, oh, you can't help this person with a cutscene. And so for me, like with older games, what made it a lot easier when I was playing my team or whatever, when I was catching up to them, they would already be in like G rank, and I was like, HR 1 or whatever, and they would just come help me out, and we just do all the key quests, knock them out within like 2 nights, and then boom, I'm in G5, and then we just all hunt together. And so that was what made it harder on World. And then the fact that y'all played World like y'all was on crack, and I don't play no game like that. Because, oh my God, y'all played World like 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I'm like, bruh.
Hey, watch him out.
I mean, I didn't play all the older Monster Hunter, so it was kind of fresh.
You know what I'm saying?
I just couldn't stop. It was like Pringles. I couldn't pop just one. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You had to get it in. Plus, the biggest problem, the problem about it is, see, me and Dre played this game called White Crack Chronicles back in the day. My bad. White Knight Chronicles. My bad. White Knight Chronicles. White Knight Chronicles. So what you've seen in Monster Hunter, Yeah, you know what you seen in Monster West. See, what had happened was, you know, when we was playing White Knight Chronicles back in the day, we was training for Monster Hunter the whole time. You feel me? We knew it
I
was gonna
see.
come out a long time ago. So when we got on Monster Hunter, we already knew we was just gonna get it in. And when we just got to, you know, sometimes you just got to get it in, and you lose track of time. You feel me?
Nah, yeah,
I
because
mean,
we was all about the RNG back then.
like heavy tough, dog. Like going to this one place just to not get what you're looking for, to have to do it 30,000 times again,
Yeah, that's definitely
just to
yeah,
get
I know that
one
feeling.
damn item.
Yup. Yeah, I know. Oh man, that's me in all the older game, all the more older Monster Hunter games for sure. No, I was
For anybody else who listens to this, that was life before microtransactions.
Facts.
You want that costume?
you
It sounds like you about
put
to play
in
this game
work.
for about 40 hours to get a chance.
They made you
maybe
earn
get-
yo. You earning these $60. Matter of fact, they
For real.
they told you we earning these $60 from you.
Right.
Okay, we gonna give you all the content, but this RNG right now, shit, death.
For real. Like, oh snap, Adrian, was that your drop? Oh, hold on. Let me see. Nah, I still ain't get that shit. All right, let's do run 129, man. We got to get it before run 130. We gonna have some luck here somewhere.
Man, boy, that game did it. That game did it to me, dog. We was in that mud like in a hyperbolic time chamber or something, like Dragon Ball Z type shit. We was in that mug going hard, man, for real.
Oh man, yo, I was gonna say though, that's what I was telling Jay earlier. I think too, like with Monster Hunter, it depends on what your first game is. 'Cause, like for me, my first game was Try, and I was telling him like when I played Try back in like 2009, our group we played with then, that was us. Like we were every night. I would finish my homework from my master's class and be like, all right, cool, bet. What time is it? 8 p.m. We just in that we was playing on Wii, and we ain't had nothing for online. It was online, and by online I mean it was two wires hooked up to styrofoam cups. So great. It was fantastic. We could have bought We Speak, but that would have been like buying paper. So we just be like, all right, look, we gonna go ahead and just use our phones. We just actually would literally get our cell phones, because back then it was free nights and weekends. We would just like cut the phones on speaker, sit the phones down, and that was our way of communicating with each other. It was three of us and like a random fourth person every once in a while. And we played every night from like 8 until 6 in the morning. This is why I was still in my, I was still 29, so I was not quite 30 yet. So I could still do it and not die. But I was like, we would play until like 6 in the morning or whatever, just like, 10-hour sessions or whatever, like every day. And yeah, that's how I got into that one. But then like after that, like my sessions with other groups like more like kind of relaxed and more steady. So like my group I play with now, we've been playing every Wednesday for the last couple of years, last few years. We play every Wednesday at like about 6, 7 o'clock for like 2 or 3 hours, and then we every once in a while we play another day during the week. But yeah, when y'all, it was. I make fun, but it was genuinely heartening to see other people play Monster Hunter so much after playing something that for years you play and like you're screaming at the top of your lungs like, "This is a good game! Try out this series!" And then you see people finally giving it that, not to say it was bad or anything, just like. It's like finally seeing people like actually give that thing a chance. It's like, and seeing them actually happy when they give it a chance. Because it could have easily been like you guys play Monster and play it a day and were like, it's all right, it's not a big deal. That's whatever.
I kind of was waiting to play Monster Hunter because I always seen it, but I never had the console to play it. So it was kind of like,
yeah, that was when I got it when Try came out. I hadn't played it. I'd seen it on other consoles, and I was kind of like side eyeing it. I didn't know about it. And if I could play it, I was like, let me try it out now that's on the Wii. And then, yeah, eventually once I learned how to play, I was like, this is crack. This is literally crack.
Yeah, because when I got a hold of the beta for Monster Hunter World, I got to admit, the controls threw me off. I was like, what the hell is happening here? But once I really figured it out and I dove into it, that rabbit hole was forever.
Right? And the thing about it too, like when most people that like complain about it or like have that first rough experience, myself included, they're trying to play like an action game, like it's like a Devil May Cry. For me at least, I was definitely in that category too, because I picked sword and shield. I'm like, I'm not picking this hammer or this great sword. These are too slow. I need to hit them like 1,000,000 times. And then you realize,
Yeah.
like, oh, it's about anticipation and timing and learning stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
You had that moment where like it finally hits. And it's like, oh shit, and it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying.
Really, it is. It really is. I had got my brother on it. He was playing Monster Hunter World for a while, and he started playing with us for a bit. And yeah, he loved it.
Man, I'll never forget the first time I got a dizzy. Man, I hit because I've been struggling. I was fighting against other monsters. I kept timing out. I'm like, why can't I kill anything? And I went and made a hammer just to try it out. I was like, let me just try this hammer out.
Hammer's great.
Man, the first time I was fighting a Great Jaggy and Try. And the Great Jaggy is basically like the early form of like the ZZ Cutku, whatever it is. I forget what it's called in the world. But like the Draggy like kind of like the old version of that.
Yeah, that's Zitsy.
Oh yeah, the the little blue whatever it is.
AKA Flash Bane McCracken.
Yeah, his ass.
Everybody say cheese. All right, bye, bitches.
but since you talking about it, yeah, the hammer was the second rabbit hole I went down because I made one, then made a build around it, and
tell me when you start hitting that head and that monster fly sideways with the stars circling around it just laid out. That's not the most satisfying thing in the world, dog. You be like, you just hear that ping, 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 and he's like knocked down. He's like, you like,
bro, with the new mechanics that's in Iceborne, like that brought a whole new level of satisfaction. Like you sit there and slide, then do that rolling attack. You like,
oh yeah.
Like you start beating that monster like somebody owed you money. Like you about to give me these materials. You about to give me this horn. You about to give me all your teeth.
You are definitely dropping this medulla. Let me tell you right now. You're gonna give me this pallium.
That's like I fell in love with the damn hammer once I fought the damn Diablos.
Oh,
and he just kept beating the hell out of me. I was mad as hell. Then I looked online. I was like, let me try this out. I got the ice hammer. Man, I went to work on his head. I ain't looked back ever since. Once I built that joint, I said, yeah. Yep. I had to name my thing the Diablos Killer because I was tearing his ass up ever since then.
Man, it's cool hearing. It's funny hearing that because like there's always that one monster that get you in trouble, and like when you finally kill it, it become like your best friend, aka the one you keep beating up every other day.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I hated him. I hated the Diablos. I still don't like his ass, especially the black one. Oh my god!
Black Diablos is. Just so you know, Black Diablos has always been that crazy. By the way, just in case you were wondering, in case you were curious, Black Diablos. I
wasn't wondering. Yeah. Well, it's kind of didn't care, but now that you said that, now you know what? I even got more disdain for his ass. So you always been an asshole, huh?
Yeah, Black Diablos has always been crack Diablos.
And then they introduced Devil Joe.
Oh yeah. Man. Oh my god! All right, I'm gonna stop.
I mean,
go ahead.
I was about to say the most annoying one is Baldegeese, wherever his name is. He just popped on every single damn stage. He got to be there dropping bombs. Yeah.
He's annoying, but one of the craziest fights still is not Teostra, Lunastra, the blue flame one.
Oh my god! Yeah, I remember that one.
Man, Lunastra is vicious.
Why you had to bring her up?
Sorry, PTSD. You have nightmares tonight.
Especially when you gotta fight her and Teostras together. I hated that fight with both of them in the same thing. They pissed me off.
Frill doing that little yin yang.
Yes, golly. You talk about ever working a nerve.
I am not looking forward to that. I'm familiar with Teostra. I've never fought Lunastra, so I'm about to have a real fun time with that because
it's great. It's great. I'm just telling you,
I don't even like him as it is because he just
it's a lovely experience. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
It did after all that. Just one more. That Final Fantasy 14 with the behemoth.
Oh, bruh. The DLC. I heard that was actually like not.
Bruh. F-bomb the behemoth, okay? I'm trying to keep it PG, for the stream. No, you know what? Fuck behemoth. You might have to edit that one out, Jelani. I apologize.
I'll leave that in there. I'll probably I'll put a behemoth roar or something like put it over there. Something edit these days. I can make thunder.
Bruh, he used to work my nerve.
Man, I've heard.
I had to play with the Chinese and the Korean players to beat him. Did a few runs on him.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how the joke goes. Man, he was ridiculous.
Because you only get 3 deaths, and I'm in there with all the Korean players. It's like, Genius has fainted. Shit. Let me stay back. Genius has fainted. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna be over here. So y'all fight in this area. I'm gonna watch from the top. So I don't fucking die.
For real. That's how that mode was. For real. Yeah, I know they be cussing us out.
Now the thing is, though, again, go back to what we talked about before, man. The thing about the monster community is like that'll happen. I mean, you'll get, like I said, you'll get those 1 or 2 jerks, but most of them just be like, "Don't worry about it, man. Just this, that, and the other, and watch this thing." You be like, "All right, cool, bet they ain't mad at me." Because any other game, you be like, "Man, you suck. You did go teabag.
Trash, man.
No,
let the whole team down."
What's even more funny about that is because people can set like the auto responses to when you faint, and there's actually some funny shit said sometimes.
Face palms and shit. Yeah, crazy jump.
Dude.
Oh man, because I think the only time people actually get mad at you on Monster Hunter is like if you are just a dumbass. Because back when I used to hunt with randoms, that was like the one thing. Like as long as you came in and you were cool and you weren't doing anything crazy, we didn't care. And we were just it's okay, it's all good. But every once in a while, you get that one person like, "I'm level 75 and I got Devil Joe armor. I'm gonna run in their head first, and they die, and you're like, all right, that was worth it. Cool.
You're like, bruh.
Bruh. And they come back and go in there again, and then they blame you, and it's like, what? Kick. got the lobby. We're good. All right.
You literally just ran in there with no armor on.
Right. You ran in there butt naked with a sword. Could you not? How'd you even manage that? The game forced you to wear clothes. Why are you naked? Go put something on. Go put a charm on or something. Jesus. All right. We didn't talk Monster Hunter for like 40 minutes. Nothing was gonna happen because I was like, if I bring up Monster Hunter, I'm gonna go all into it because I love that series so much. It's my favorite game series now, next to Metroid. But X.
Yes.
What you been doing, man? What you been doing?
What I've been doing?
What you been doing? What you been playing?
What I've been doing?
You just roll by the cars.
Oh man, like game wise, I mean, I just been on Apex a lot. Waxing tails on Apex, and that's what kind of been drawing me in a lot. It's quick, easy play, but I like the abilities. I think for first person is pretty fun, frustrating but fun. I have other titles I haven't gotten around to. But other than that, I just been drawing a little bit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Do some drawing, yeah.
Drawing, yeah. Oh man.
Trying some different avenues I usually don't do, which is like more cartoony type characters.
Okay.
Usually I don't go that route, but I'm trying to grow.
Nice.
Nice. I get it. No, that's good. That's actually good.
Yeah, I'll show you some crap. Let's see. Yeah, let me get a Discord. I'll send it in Discord. Why not?
If you want to send it, what I can do is I'll be doing an art stream later on tonight, so I can show it on there too.
Oh, it's not ready.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were me. Okay, you just put it in the That's fine. It's like no, that was like strong.
What are you doing?
What have you done? That was not
you
ready.
Clown. You clown.
You get all form out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, man, I was doing some drawing. I can show it on this. No, how dare you? I must say it, sir. I take great offense to this crime against liberty, you heathen. Do not show my work without my permission.
Too powerful.
It took me like 8 minutes in my brain.
I was told my files were too powerful. So I guess I gotta send it one at a time.
That man was about to hit you with that. He's about to hit you with that Alucard from Symphony of the Night. He's like, "Oh yeah, I can show it on stream." You will not.
You will not.
That's funny.
Man, but what did you?
That's also one of my all-time favorite games, Symphony of the Night.
I was in the general.
Symphony of the Night is the business.
I haven't played that before.
You never played Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
I may have, but it's vague in my mind.
X.
I think this is the first time I question me and Adrian's friendship right now.
To help him out, I've played Symphony of the Night. I've never finished Symphony of the Night. I didn't get that far in Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, I never beat it.
You know what I'm saying?
Who am I in this Discord chat with right now? Like,
hold on. But have you?
Hey, I don't.
Game recognized game. Y'all looking kind of unfamiliar right now.
But hold on. But have you played Super Castlevania 4?
Ooh. I played it.
Nobody plays Super Castlevania 4.
You out of your mind? I say what?
Have I? Honestly,
that's a
don't know.
Well, let me bow this conversation before somebody starts throwing rocks and stones at me again.
To be fair, me being
I can't remember the last Castlevania game I actually played. It's been many moons now.
To be fair, me being like an ancient old man, Super Castlevania 4 was one of the first Super Nintendo games that was out. So I played that when it was new, and I just ate myself a little bit.
I could have played them, but I don't remember the names of most of the Castlevanias. I probably have played it. I don't know.
Castlevania on Super Nintendo, then you probably played 4. Because Dracula.
Yeah, I played. I played Castlevania on Super Nintendo. I could
yeah, Symphony of the Night was a PS1 game.
Yeah, it was PS1.
Yeah. Let me look it up. I'm feeling like I did play it, but I don't really remember.
Symphony of the Night or Castlevania 4?
The Symphony of the Night. I know I played Castlevania 4. I'm pretty sure I played it. If it was on Super Nintendo, I played it. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I played it.
I feel like it was either you and Jay in a party with me or Jay and Don. I was playing, they had a double pack. It was Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and it was another Castlevania. I forgot which one. But I started playing through Symphony of the Night, and one of the most popular things about Symphony of the Night is the intro. With
with Dracula and Richter.
With Dracula and Richter.
Yeah.
And whatever this released version is, they changed that a lot. I was like, what is this? Like,
what is it?
I had on my E40 Fizz face. Like, I was shocked, right?
E40.
It was so weird and awkward. I was like, turned off. Nope, I'm gonna play something else.
Oh wow,
bad taste in my mouth.
Also, all right. X, was there anything else that you did or got into? But that you did the artwork and the
Justice.
Stupid.
Yeah, I kind of like. I didn't mean to say it that way.
I'm sitting there drawing right now. My pencil just fell out my hand. I'm like, is it all?
Yeah. I'll have to join you in Apex one of these days because I like Apex. I'm a Titanfall fan. Period.
Get on that, man. I've been sitting there getting frustrated and and then getting good matches and frustrated again, man. But PC's full of hackers, man. God, man, like, I have a PS4 too, but I'm sitting there. I transitioned over to PC, and I was like, "What is this garbage?" I was like, "Yo, man, these guys are just like turning corners, headshot." I'm like, no, dog. I know you didn't put your synapses didn't fire that fast, dog. With like a split hair second turning a corner. Like, you gotta aim up, man. These dudes are like snapping, man. Like, literally, man. I be sitting there watching them. Look at this guy snapping. All of a sudden, he has 7 kills. The next thing you know, you start watching them, and all of a sudden, they can't hit the broadside of a barn. They miss everything. Everything. Wow. Yeah, it's like PS4, you don't get that as much. You know what I'm saying? It might be looking like late.
Is it crossplay now?
Yeah, but you gotta be invited by a PC player.
Okay.
Yeah. So I gotta invite you. But
okay.
Yeah, it's fun. Y'all play it. Adrian, you need to go ahead and log in.
I probably might need to play it. I'm in my system now, but I don't have Apex Legend downloaded.
No, go right ahead and start, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's free. It's free to play, but it eats up a lot of your drive. But you got a PS5 now. You should be good.
About that,
and
story
you might have some good
PS5.
bonuses for being a new player. Like there should be a couple like free packs and stuff right now.
Yeah, they have some free stuff. Yeah,
and about that bonus on the PS5 of bonus storage, it goes pretty quickly.
Sure.
This game is 70 gigs to start. Do you want to play?
Nah, but my but I can download it.
Download Warzone. Warzone eats your whole damn hard drive up, man.
How big?
Yeah, I got that too.
Me too.
But the good thing is I got on an external hard drive, so
that's always a plus.
That's the good thing. Well, since I'm on here, might as well go ahead and let me go ahead and download it.
The way you were talking like that reminded me of Stewie from Family Guy. He's like, so, you gonna download Apex Legends? You gonna play with your friends?
A little bit of Apex Legends, a little bit of first person shooting of the genre.
You got in 3 good games. You gonna take a break and have a drink?
Some reason it says I'm foolish.
I'm gonna get to the last part of the I'm getting tired.
Oh, I forgot.
I didn't. How long ago? What time? It's been 2 hours. Hey, Adrian, remember when I first said when I was doing the practice record, I'm like, I'm gonna try and keep this one to within like 50 minutes to an hour.
Almost 52 hours.
Yeah, we're gonna do that today.
What was you smoking?
I don't know what I was smoking. Clearly, I wasn't smoking reality because that didn't happen. It is 2 hours. That's okay.
Our
though.
group is too foolish for
one more
to last 1 hour.
If they get too good, they get too good.
We might as well just not even just try to even, we might as well just keep it an hour and a half, 2 hour podcast.
Yes, I mean, clearly. I got no choice at this point. It's very obvious. It was just fine. I wanted to make sure that when I was doing it, like, because I know last time we kind of were all over the place, but I think this is natural how we flow when we talk and stuff, so it's cool. I'll just have to do the editing magic. I'm going to edit it for real this time, so, nah, but the last topic I was just going to touch on, that everybody kind of did a piece on, was what they're looking forward to in 2021. I'll go first on this one, since I don't think I have a huge list of what I'm looking forward to as far as stuff that's coming out, and also that'll keep me from rambling. Main thing I'm looking forward to
is that a challenge?
Are you sure? Is that a challenge? No, the main thing I'm looking forward to, my main thing I'm looking forward to in 2021 is Monster Hunter Rise. That is pretty much what's on my radar. The week of March 26th, when that game hits, you will only see me in Monster Hunter Rise. If it's not in those two places, you won't see me. I will be playing Monster Hunter Rise. It helps that it's near my birthday, so I can just take some time off too. I will be playing Monster Hunter Rise. That's my main thing I'm looking forward to in 2021. There are a few more shows I'm looking forward to, but I don't really have those named outright. I have to go back and look at my Netflix queue and get some more shows I'm going to check out, because I still got a huge queue. I just started watching Kipo. I just got through season 1 of Mandalorian. I'm looking forward to more of the shows that are coming out this year, though. I still need to check out Wonder Woman, so I can get my own view of it, because it's been hit or miss. Some people say it's okay, and some people say it's not okay.
Garbage.
Yeah, so it's like, I want to see it for myself and see how I feel about it. I hope it's not garbage for me, because I love the first one, and I would hate for it to be garbage compared to the first one, but we'll see. What else is coming out this year? What's coming out this year that I'm looking forward to? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm looking forward to that show.
The show, that's right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. And it's weird, because a lot of these Marvel shows are movies that are just split into different episodes. They're basically movies. So, but I'm still looking forward to that, and then I'm looking forward to WandaVision just to see what it's really about, because the advertisements for that show have really been intriguing, where it shows, how much it's like a comedy, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like a dark mystery in the same breath. So I want to see what the actual mystery behind this is. I hope it's not disappointing. That's my only worry about that show is like I'm gonna watch it and I'll be like, yeah, man, this is really interesting. And it's gonna be some disappointing twist. Like the twist is it was controlled by a dog. And it's like, all right, well, cool. I guess I just spent my life for that. All right. So I look forward to that show as well. What other things I'm looking forward to? I plan to watch a few more anime series this year if I get the time to, because I'll be really busy this year.
Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up on some stuff. I'm looking forward to more of a. Oh yeah, I want to see what happens with My Hero Academia, where it's going now. I won't spoil anything because obviously reading the manga, I'm ahead. I want to be one of those. I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, I read the manga. Are you haven't caught up to me yet? I'm not that guy. But technically, I am that guy. So you haven't read the manga yet?
I'm that guy too.
It's like
I'm that guy.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: I hate that guy.
Dang, man, you gotta hate that. I'm that guy,
right? I think, but the three of us are that guy.
I think y'all need to be this guy.
I'm that guy with
that guy.
Man,
I'm the guy. I'm the guy with the monocle with the teacup
with the pinky finger.
Yeah,
have you seen this issue of My Hero?
You don't read the
manga. I need that Soul Eater manga. That's what I need. I need the Soul Eater manga.
The Soul Eater.
Oh, it's good.
The Soul Eater manga.
You're talking about the original, right? Is it classic?
Yeah, I'll say the original.
I think so because I started seeing like Black Star is older, and I don't know if that happened in the older manga or not. Because I know the anime was quite different from it, but I'm like, did I miss something? Because I might have to go back and read it.
Unless they come out with like a kind of a spinoff kind of deal.
Wait, hold on. Did you ever read the? Oh God, hit Mike. Sorry, hit Mike. Sorry, microphone. Please. Yep. Okay, it made noise. I gotta go edit that out too. Editor's job never done. Did you have? So you watched the anime, but you never read the manga back in the day?
Yeah, I never actually read the Soul Eater manga, which I kind of want to now. I heard it was pretty different.
No, it's very different. Like it follows to a certain extent, and then once it gets to like a certain plot line, it like diverges way off because they had to end the anime because they had caught up or whatever, so they went a different way, and then the ending for
once they got what's the name. Yeah, they changed it up. Yeah. It's pretty intense, man. It's pretty intense.
It's pretty sick. My only regrets, I never did read the very, very end of it. Like, I got through most of Soul Eater, and I never did read the last, like, few chapters. The place I was reading, at the time, I didn't have a legal way to read it. So, the place I was reading it at stopped showing it, and then shut down, and I was kind of screwed. So, I was like, well, I don't want to read this at. And I just never...
Yeah, I did, but it's been so long.
Yeah, that was like that was like 10 years ago or something like that, right?
Just about, yeah. It's been a hot minute.
Man, yeah. So, but if I could find some place to read now, I probably would get it as long as it was legal. Obviously, I would probably check it out. But this is I'm reading like right now. Most of my stuff on Shonen Jump, so I'm checking that stuff out. And yeah, My Hero, where it's at right now, I'm like, man, I gotta see where this goes.
I'm behind on My Hero so bad, but that's okay because that makes for good binge watching and
yeah, no, it does.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've not watched an anime series all the way through. The last one I watched was Nichijou. I think this name was. It's a comedy show. It's not a like story driven show, but it is also one of the most stupidly hilarious shows in the existence of man. It is dumb hilarious for a slice of life comedy anime. It is stupid hilarious. To give you an idea how hilarious it is, you probably have seen the GIF of that girl that like fucking like raging demon slides over to a goat and then suplexes it.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
that one. Okay,
that show was
okay.
That show, that's the tip of the iceberg for that show. Or actually, you may have seen the GIF of that when it shows this like old man, his principal, like the school,
and he suplexes
the deer. He like he wrestled the deer.
He's like, he's like, yeah. Yeah, I seen that, yeah.
That show is stupid in a good way. It's dumb. I love it. It's so I can't express how dumb it is. It's so stupid. It's like have you ever seen Azumanga Daioh back in the day?
I never got a chance to actually watch it, but I heard people liked it.
It was pretty funny. It was very silly. This show is like that, but just 100% just stupid. The main character is insane.
Because the fact he was suplexing a deer, dog. Like, it was like
right, he not just German suplex the deer.
German suplex, yeah.
Back and everything.
Wow.
I was like, and the thing is about that show is that for that kind of comedy show, it should not be animated as well as it is. Like the gags in that show are so well animated. It's so ridiculous. Like I have to put some gifs in the Discord so you can see it, or I'll just link to it's fucking hilarious. That show was so funny. Oh my god, I love that show. It's so stupid. But I don't know how I got to that point, but yeah, that show is hilarious. I highly recommend that show too. That's my other goal in 2021. In 2021, I am going to watch seasons 2 and 3 of Railgun and finish it. That's my other thing I want to do for sure. I'm finishing Railgun this year. I'm gonna watch it all.
Yeah, I finished it myself.
Yeah, man. I saw how season 3 ends, or I think not 3. Yeah, 3. I'm right, 3. Yeah. The current season or last season, I saw how it ended, and yeah, it makes some implications for season 4. I'm like, ooh, that's gonna not go well for those characters, and I'm scared because some characters I like may not make it through season 4, and I'm frightened.
You're kind of going in and out.
Huh? I'm going. Oh, probably I'm talking low. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I talk low, Discord's like, you're too quiet, dog. I'm just gonna do all of that. And I'm like, all right, cool.
You better need to quit with the late night Jelani talking voice that there. We ain't on no sex show.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? This is the Man What Y'all Doing podcast. I'm your smooth late night host,
operator.
He got on his midnight train voice.
The ROK, the NIN, the Rock Nin.
Yeah.
On your station to give you.
You're that long drive on a trip.
Right. If you're at home working hard and you're wondering what you're gonna do for the next hour, come hang with me. Man, Y'all Doing podcast.
Dumb.
Ladies, I got one question for you.
What y'all doing?
Man, what y'all doing?
What y'all doing tonight?
Fellas.
Okay, pause, Rockman. Ain't no ladies up in here.
You sounding real suspicious, my nigga.
My nigga.
Oh yeah, listen, I don't worry about what side to side on. I just, fellas, y'all too. I want to know. Man.
Yeah, it'd be like that too. Yep.
Man. That's what I'm looking for 2021. Who else? Who want to jump on there and knock it out? What else y'all got looking for 2021?
You know, X, go ahead. Since you came in late, might as well.
No.
Bless the mic. Bless the mic.
You only got so much time. If I need y'all.
Hey, go ahead. You already warmed up.
No, I'm not. Bless the mic.
Hip,
hop, don't stop.
All right. Well, since the sack lunch doesn't want to bring his lunch to the cafeteria,
by myself, I'll eat alone.
Like, I probably
classic anime.
Really not too much I have on my plate right now. I guess probably looking forward to just watching some of the animes that y'all have recommended, like Railgun. I want to dive into that and see what that's all about. I try to make some time to actually sit here and watch some anime. But other than that, shoot, interested to see what else is in store for. Since I do have a PS5, what else they're going to be coming out with the PS5 that might be worthy? I'm actually looking forward to the Witcher PS5 version. See what that's going to be about. I know it's going to be the same thing, but I haven't beat The Witcher on PS4, so.
Plus, you get the everything enhanced with the ray tracing.
Exactly. So I'm waiting for that to come out.
You gotta watch The Witcher. That's fine.
Yeah, I was actually going to say that.
I just need to watch it.
If it drops to 2021, the season 2, I'm waiting for that to come out because I love the first season, and since I know they're supposed to Ben started production back on it again already, so hopefully they will be dropping the episodes this year. But I do want to see The Witcher. I want to watch the season 2 of that. I know they got coming out, even though I haven't finished watching. What is it? That damn show called Game of Thrones.
The new
Whatever,
one, yeah,
they coming out with the new one. I may dabble into that. I haven't finished the very first one. I heard the very first one kind of got lackluster at the end anyway. But I haven't finished it. Yes, I haven't finished it, but I might go back and finish it. But I kind of want to see what the second season is going to be about that. But that'll be another time for something. I'll probably end up waiting for that to be a whole bunch of episodes and then binge watch. But other than that, that's pretty much what my anticipations are. What I'm waiting for.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So real simple.
Keep it simple.
So then, Extra Dre, whichever one of y'all wants to go second to last.
How about Similac? Game wise, I'm not sure 100%. Vince, I guess looking forward to getting a PS5 one of these days and a Switch because I do want to play Smash. As long as I get Nintendo systems in the first place, to get play Smash, and maybe like some Fire Emblem type stuff.
Three Houses really good. So
yeah, I heard it's pretty nice. Game wise, yeah, like what games for those systems, I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? Outside of what I just mentioned. PC, any games for PC? Not at the moment. TV shows, I just kind of catch them as they come on or appear on Netflix or Hulu for the most part. I've been watching a lot of Korean kind of horror stuff like that. Like I just watched one that was called Sweet Home that I didn't know was a manhwa first.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say that sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a manhwa. It's on webtoons, and I was like, what the heck?
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So I was like, I was actually kind of surprised. Let's see. What else series wise? Cobra Kai. I guess I haven't watched that one. That just dropped. The new Cobra Kai season.
Season
so
3
I watched that.
Season 3?
3. Yeah,
okay.
3. So that just dropped.
Season 2 was pretty bad, but
no, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, like I liked it, because it kept going in on Joey Lawrence's kind of background more. You know what I'm saying? Which I like. You know what I'm saying? I think it's much better that it's kind of have a focus around him versus Daniel.
Right.
I've never been a big fan of Daniel's son. I thought he was always trash. And so I like Miss Miyagi. I didn't like Daniel's son. I like Joey, whatever his name is. But he, of course he was under, what's his name? The real harsh sensei. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
It wasn't like it was his fault. He was necessarily 100% bully. But they really go in on that a little bit more and give him more character development, which I like.
That's what I so far too when I saw the first season.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I like that. Anime wise, I know The Promised Neverland second season is coming up.
That's right.
A couple other big ones. My Reincarnated to a Slime. Time I was Reincarnated to a Slime. Season 2 is coming out. There's a couple other series that are like new ones. Another volleyball one that looks kind of interesting because Haikyuu got me to the volleyball thing. And this one looks a little bit more realistic than Haikyuu, like slightly more, but could be interesting. Disenchantment season 2, I think, is coming out. That's not anime though. That's
cartoon, whatever.
Yeah, that's coming out soon.
Disenchantment. That's the one from Matt Groening.
Yeah,
Matt Groening.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so that's getting I don't know. It's getting a season 2. Okay.
Yeah, it drops on the 15th or 13th or something.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So it's coming out real smooth, real smooth. So there's quite a bit of like stuff like that, cartoons and anime I'm looking forward to. But nothing I can think off the top particularly, but I know what I want to say. I can't think of the names. So
I got you. I was gonna say with not Disenchantment. What was the other one? Oh no, it's just you just said it. It's on top of my head.
Promised Neverland?
No, not Promised Neverland.
Disenchantment?
Not Disenchantment. It was something else you mentioned.
Cobra Kai.
Okay, maybe
Was it a cartoon or was it a show?
I think it was a cartoon. My brain just shut off. I think I reached my brain has reached.
Oh, I said Haikyuu.
No, maybe it wasn't something. Maybe something I was thinking that I was thinking about.
Oh, thinking about it and then just kind of.
Yeah, it was related to what you were saying, but it was probably something different. I don't know. Shit,
Gotcha.
It's gone. Oh well. All right. If it's important, it'll come back. Whatever. Sounds good. Oh, that's what it was. I got it. One Piece.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say because the 1000th issue is due out.
Yeah,
I think it's
something like that.
coming. I think it's tomorrow. It's the 3rd, right? Because tomorrow is a new day for Shonen Jump. Yeah, it is. I've not been following it in the Wano arc or Wano.
Yeah.
Wano. Yeah, I've been following that arc too because as we talked about last week, One Piece it gets confusing for me. So like I just follow certain parts of it now.
Right.
I am curious to see what they do for this 1000th issue or episode.
Yeah. It's pretty delicious. I mean,
and then they talk about.
manga in
I've
general.
seen rumors of like who the next Nakama is going to be. The next member of Straw Hat Pirates is going to be. And so I was like looking forward to seeing if they actually do that, if they swerve, or if Oda swerves everybody, and there isn't one. So that's what I mentioned next. Since you were mentioning manga and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. One Piece is reaching 1,000 this year, which is fucking insane.
Dang, they got to not remember. That's pretty quick. They just got what's his name?
They just got Jinbei.
Jinbei. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they got Jinbei like 2 years ago.
Well, technically, yes. Technically, yes. He just had to clear up some things before he can join back. That's what it was.
Right, exactly.
But,
yeah. Like it's One Piece is so damn old and so damn long. Man, One Piece is
so damn good. It's like for a shonen, yeah, it carries. It has good longevity for a shonen.
No, it does for sure. It does. Most shonen don't last as long. Most shonen is like, you want about a episode? What is this? 438? It's about time to wrap it up, huh?
You know, if I say anything, boy, I'll say something about one series in particular.
I know which one it is. Is it?
You know what I'm saying?
Is it History's Greatest Disciple?
No. No. It's a shonen, very popular that should have finished millennia ago. Should have called it quits. But
yeah, I know. Okay, now I know. No, we're not.
Everybody's top favorite. You know what I'm saying? It's most people's top 5 or top 10. It shouldn't be a top 5 or top 10.
Episode.
Top 100 mediocre glitz and glamour. That's all it is. Glitz and glamour. We only got one character, even though there's like 50,000 characters in the series. There's only one character that matters.
All right, no, I'm not letting you do this. We're not doing this again. We had a 2-hour discussion about this last time. We can't.
I won't do it, man. I respect the channel. And
I think I might get some Clorox in the washing room.
Foolish.
I think I gotta clean out my sink. What do you usually clean out the sink with? Not dishwater. Something else you clean it with. Yeah. Anyway,
Clorox is very popular for this product.
Yeah, you're right. You need some. There's a series name on that. I think. No, I was gonna say
we're not gonna mention no names. We're not
on the opposite end of the spectrum. One of the series that I wish hadn't ended that could have kept going because damn it was good was History's Greatest Disciple.
Yeah,
Kenichi. I'm still mad about that.
I gotta finish the manga, man. I fell back so far on that, man. It was so many chapters, and at one point something happened, and I fell back like I swear like 100 chapters. I was like, God, I can't.
Let me tell you this right now, and it's a spoiler, but I mean, it's not like a spoiler for what's gonna happen. But
that's fine. I don't think I'm gonna go back and read it.
I was just say like, just be prepared to be super disappointed at how it ends, because like, it's not like the manga that won't be named and how it ended, where it was like, what the F. This is one of the ones that ended where it was like you could clearly tell there was so much more planned, and they were not gonna end it at that spot. And everything just gets ended, basically, like cleaned up within like 5 minutes. All the battles get ended, and they do a time jump for like the last few panels. You're like, oh, really? And like things end the way you thought they would end, but it's still like, man, you could tell they had a whole thing planned out just from the way they were setting it up. Like,
we can't do no podcast.
Huh?
No, I'm talking about us. Cause Sean is like, you still on the phone? I was like, yeah. when we get together.
This might as well not even be called a podcast.
Yeah, I was telling you. I was like, we can't do no podcast. We get too carried away.
5-hour podcast.
Bro, we might as well do this shit live.
They gonna click on this and be like, "Oh yeah, look, it's a podcast about different shows they're watching. Let me see what kind of 5 hours. I ain't even listening to this.
Like, I think we should do that. We should just do this shit live.
Like put it on Twitch or something like that.
Yeah,
I mean, I could do that. I could still do it. Why not both .gif? I can just do that and just do it on Twitch and then
why not both?
Yeah, I mean, might as well just call it a stream now. I mean podcast.
It'll be a stream and then it'll be a podcast. I could just do it on there and then upload to YouTube and it'd be a podcast.
Yeah.
Instead of audio, I can do it in different places.
That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We transmedia, baby. We go everywhere. We on Twitch, we on YouTube, we on Podbean, we on BeanPod, we on Spotify, we on iTunes, we on Tunes to the Eye. I'm out of breath. All right, cool.
What he said, player. That's what we're talking about right there. It's your boy T.
Leia.
Hey, you know what, Ice T? That's real hot right there. I feel what you're saying. Dun 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 dun. You know what I'm saying?
We have a podcast anymore. Now we just doing impressions. I love it. All right, Dre, you got anything looking for in 2021? There we go.
I'm looking forward to the Marvel catalog. Whatever they got coming up. Anything DC animated. That's just that's right. A shot in the dark because I haven't been keeping up with too much except for that Batman movie y'all posted a trailer of. So I look forward to seeing that if that's coming out this year.
Does DC still have their own streaming service? Or are they getting lumped into HBO Max?
They're HBO Max. Yeah, HBO Max now.
That's what I thought. Because I know the Harley Quinn series was announced to be going to HBO Max. So I was like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
So wait, I wonder if I have a DC Universe account that I paid for. I'm about to go take a look at that shit. Hold on. Do I get HBO Max
turn
now?
that off just in case.
I'm about to turn that shit. I'm about to get switched off like the power. Ain't gonna exist no more.
But
go ahead. I mean, interrupt you.
Yeah, outside of that, Attack on Titan. I'm guessing this is the last season. I know that started already. I ain't started it yet, but I'm gonna go ahead jump on that bandwagon because that's my shit.
Has the manga? No, the manga's
not done. No, it's still going.
But it's at the end. It's almost there.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's heading there.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to read that too. I've never read the Attack on Titan manga, so I'm gonna probably do that. I gotta jump on that My Hero Academia manga too, because I started that, but I gotta get back into it.
Ooh, what they at man? Ooh, boy.
It's intense.
I can only imagine. Finished up Dragon Ball Super. I can't wait to see that animated. Honestly, I want to see that animated.
Oh, the manga.
I feel like
the moral arc.
The moral arc. Yeah, I want to see that animated because I think that would be really dope. I think they could do really well with that one.
Still pissed at Goku. I'm just fuck Goku. Stupid.
With Susanoo?
Yeah, he got almost as much plot armor as Batman.
This was stupid. All right, dangerous criminal that clearly broke out of jail. Here's a Senzu bean. Now go back to jail. What the fuck?
Right.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on.
Here you go,
Let's just talk about this real quick. When has not Goku done stupid shit like this?
Man, he does it all
the time. He's an idiot.
I was talking to man about this like a few weeks ago. Like, okay, I get it. That's Goku's personality. He did that shit with Frieza. But Frieza at least was cut in half, and he only gave Frieza some of his power to like float.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah.
You know, he gave enough to like survive, and then Frieza turned around and did something stupid. He gave Moro a Senzu bean. Why?
Galactic.
But again, at the end of the day, you got to think about it. He started out against Raditz. He got him down on the ground when he had his tail and everything. They planned this whole thing, and then sympathy card was played, and he dropped his tail and then continued proceeded to get his ass whooped
You
again.
realize it does not help Goku though, because that's like that makes it even worse. It's like
I was not trying to help Goku.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. I wasn't trying to help him for nothing. He's an idiot.
Wait a minute.
He's like, this is what he
Raditz.
does.
This is what he does.
God.
Yeah, that's why Vegeta will always and forever be my favorite character.
Goku
Yeah,
used to be,
Vegeta's-
and then like I booted Trunks, and then it was like, I mean, I've always been a fan of Vegeta anyway, but like, man, dude, this arc was the final straw for me. I'm like,
I will always be a Piccolo fan, but even though he's returned to Papa Piccolo, Granddaddy Piccolo, babysitting kids and shit.
Yeah,
Piccolo,
he
what do you
just
do in the
randomly
anime?
be showing
I'm
up
just here
now.
to make sure I watch over Gotenks. That's my job. Gotenks
Pretty much.
That's my character now.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
just like the Dragon Ball Super movie. Where's Piccolo? I don't have any sensu beans, but I'll teach you the fusion dance. 30 minutes, go.
That's all he is now. I hate that he fell off so hard. I'm like,
Listen, in
he
Dragon
could have
Ball-
done so much with that character, with Piccolo as the character. Then it just became a Saiyan
This is
cesspool.
That's why my feelings on Dragon Ball changed so drastically in the last few years. Like I like Dragon Ball Super a lot. I like it way better than GT. But that's my biggest problem with Dragon Ball is like if your name is not Goku, first of all, your name is not Goku, you're not winning. Just period. If your name's not Goku,
right.
Vegeta, or Trunks, you're not getting a good power that's gonna last any time. Look at Gohan. Gohan was my boy. And they
Well,
took Gohan back
in Gohan's defense, I will say that I honestly believe he got an incredible power up in Super.
Yeah, he did.
Because he was on a high ass level of on that shit then, even though he wasn't on Goku's level, of course.
He
but-
got a great
Trying
power
to
up
scrap
For
in his
somebody-
mystic form.
He had a
yeah, but for somebody that didn't do anything for a long time, i.e. like Piccolo, even though Piccolo still got shitted on, his wits is the only thing that keeps him relevant. He got a huge boost. But of course, people like Master Roshi did too, so apparently.
That's really a mega boost.
He got it.
God, boy.
Yeah, that's
I'm
probably
glad
the
for it. I
one
just
main
want to
thing
yell
that
about
drove me
power.
crazy about Super. Power levels were all over the place.
I mean, that's what I would say. That's what I liked about Tournament of Power. That Tournament of Power gave other characters a chance to finally show off themselves. And you're right. Gohan did finally like really show his new strength and his boost. But what did he really do after he got his boost?
Did a couple of people in the Tournament of Power.
That's about it. And then he was back on the bench. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm rooting."
I mean, yeah, of course, you know who's going to win out the whole entire thing. I mean, there's no.
I was.
There's no. The fact that 17 was the fact that 17 outlasted everybody was a miracle. I don't know how the hell he got this crazy power up, but
I will say this.
I
will say this about 17 because 17 has always been my boy. So I was very happy to see that they actually made 17 the one that survived at the end, like do that little bit of trick. Like, oh, 17's alive. I'm like, okay, cool. So 17's still there, and it made him actually be the winner. And then he made the. I'm like, you know what? All right, okay, Dragon.
Yeah, I'll take it because it wasn't Goku.
Okay.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna tell you. But I'm just gonna say one thing about the Tournament of Power that I hate the most. As strong as Jiren was, there's no way in hell anybody in that whole entire tournament should have even came close to even touching him. He should have eliminated everybody, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's the problem with Dragon Ball.
As broken as he was,
yeah, that's the problem.
He
with
was
Dragon Ball
broken.
Like they made it's to the point now where there's literally nobody else they could make like on that level of power aside from like a Moro or something. Because like now it's to the point where like whatever level, and that's the problem with Dragon Ball in general in like making Goku continuously the main character because he's too strong now. Like there's nobody. The only person that could be anywhere near his level is maybe Vegeta. And that's it. Like, other than that, it's like, yeah, it's like, as soon as somebody get powerful, it's time for
tell you right
Goku's
now,
Ultra Instinct. Look at him.
I'll tell you right now, to be honest with you, I think even still, if you was to think about all the people that are out there still, like a Jiren Goku rematch would be still on par. Because the way that they built Jiren up and how strong he really is, Goku didn't beat him by himself. Now, Ultra Instinct is a fucking hack. Somebody just dove into that computer and just was like, oh, let me just give him everything.
Right. They was like, they put it in with them old, like, what was it? The NBA jams when like the screen pop
all the codes.
The codes popping up and shit.
Put in the Konami code for him to get extra lives and
They
shit.
gave this man like infinite shot, infinite speed, big head mode. They gave him everything. All that shit. I'm like, all right, man.
What they did, they basically
Bro.
they went in there, they put a game genie in there, and this is just
Right.
let me put the game genie in there.
Automatic codes.
They put the game genie.
Fucking Dragon Ball Genie.
Right. Oh boy, let me go on Game Facts and get these game genie codes real quick.
Like, is that
look,
Shinron? No,
Infinite
there's
Life.
something different. There's something new. Y'all don't know about this.
I will say though, I am interested to see what they do with everything after the moral arc.
I don't know.
Because
What they're gonna do.
I'm kind of seeing what they're gonna actually create. What is? I mean, just in the theory of Dragon Ball in period, there's always going to be somebody stronger that he's going to fight. So
Well,
there's
because we
somebody-
got now that Broly is canon, we still got him who still has to be tied into the series, and now Oob has showed up.
Yeah, Oob's supposed to be in the series anyway because they're still within this 10-year. It's a lot of shit to happen between the 10-year
Did you
span.
Did you finish the manga?
And Z? Who, me? Yeah.
I have.
Yeah,
I
Oob's
haven't-
there, remember?
Oh yeah. I know he was there, but I'm just saying that
okay.
he hasn't been really introduced to everybody yet.
Right. Yeah,
But you know,
Yeah.
we know
Only person that really knows about him is Goku.
Goku and
outside
Goku
of, like,
vaguely,
Day and them.
knows about him.
I mean,
He's been told about him, but
Yeah, because he mentioned him at like the beginning of the manga.
yeah. So it's kind of like I'm anticipating what they're gonna do to build him in as a character.
yeah.
Because of course, Oob's supposed to show up, and Z still ends the whole Dragon Ball timeline as it is right now. So he still got to go through the tournament with Oob, so you kind of already know what happens at the end. But
It would be interesting, where they go after that, if they do anything. After
yeah,
that.
so apparently we found out that Oob has God Key, so
Yeah,
makes sense,
from Boo.
yeah.
Kai, yeah.
As long as they don't make GT canon ever again, I'm glad that's over with.
I will tell you one thing I would say that I would have loved to see as being canon from GT is Super Saiyan 4. I honestly, for me,
I'll give it that.
honestly, I think that should have been the Super Saiyan God form. It makes sense to me. Just thinking about it, okay.
Because it's always been the ultimate form, like the ape deal.
Yeah, the ape
Yeah,
and everything like
yeah,
that. So
true.
for them to revert into that would have been a great thing to see them put that and make that the Super Saiyan God form instead of just the red hair and now it's blue. Whatever.
Yeah, the color hair thing is kind of like, all right, it's blue. Okay. I mean, once you see the power level, it's like, okay, that's really insane. But and then the fact that the level was like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, I'm like, you
I couldn't come up with a better name.
couldn't think of no other name. You couldn't.
Yeah.
Like you could even just go like Super Saiyan Deluxe. Like, can you just give me something like?
The number 5 does.
Yeah, man, let me get the Super Saiyan Deluxe with cheese. That's number 6. Yeah, man, number 6.
Could have just said Super Saiyan God Blue since
right.
the regular
That's
form
what
is
everybody
red.
else.
That's what everybody else
That's
says.
what everybody else calls it
Yeah.
now. Super Saiyan Blue.
But it's
Yeah.
technical name because technically
Super Saiyan God,
it's
Super
going
Saiyan
into Super
Goku.
Saiyan God form and then going Super Saiyan. But I'm like, why
Yeah.
are you making this so complex? Just call it. Super
Yeah, it's like
Saiyan God.
it's really not necessary.
Super Saiyan God 1, Super Saiyan God 2. You ain't got to go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. I'm like, are you skipping the
For
record?
real.
Like, straight
because
DJ.
They're
Super Saiyan
already
God, Super Saiyan,
legendary
Super
Super
Saiyan God,
Saiyan, so it's like, yeah,
Basically.
why stack Super Saiyan on that name again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then when he goes like Kaioken, so it's like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken times 10. I'm like, all right, dog. You got it, bitch. You got it. You got it. Whatever, man.
But yeah, I would have liked it. It would have been nice to see Toriyama actually have made them just the Super Saiyan 4 forms.
Yeah.
That'd have been something I could accept GT being tied into.
Yeah.
It's just that would have been the God form because it just made sense to me. Now, okay, that makes sense to look like a monkey because you are technically this monkey race. Now, of course, where you get the tail from, I mean, the way they became Super Saiyan God was already stupid. Well, we know how Goku became it. I don't know how Vegeta becomes it. Vegeta always gets shit that you don't know how the hell he obtained
show
that
up.
power.
You know what
He just
Goku
shows
I
up
can
and he
do?
got
Why
that
you
training.
even-
Because Goku had to have
hard
5
training.
righteous Saiyans and all this other stuff to unlock this form. And then next time you see Vegeta, he's Super Saiyan Blue. I'm like,
Because that nigga was in the gym. In the weights.
While you were locked up with COVID, I was in the gym, Kakarot.
I mean, but if you really want to put it that way, then Vegeta should have been like Super Saiyan 18 and a half by now, as much as he done trained.
Nah, but man, that's what I'm saying.
He done out-trained Goku and everything.
Yeah, and that's the frustrating thing. Like I'm actually becoming anti-Goku, which I never thought I would be. But Goku,
I've always never really cared for
man. He's on my last nerves with this. Every time it's like, I found a new form, guys. I don't know how I did it. I just got in the middle of a fight, was about to die, and I was like, oh, I threw a spirit bomb on myself, and I fell into the spirit bomb.
Goku's one of those people. It's like Goku's one of those characters. It's like you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty dope. He didn't. Oh, that's tight. And then you're like, okay, Goku's cheese. All right, I'm starting to. I hate this character. And then the next time he'll come up with something new that becomes trendy, that is dope as hell, that he then came up with. Like Super Saiyan 3 to me was dope. After a while, then it's just like Super Saiyan God. I'm like,
Well, that was my thing. Like that's my problem with Dragon Ball in general. Is just like obviously the power scaling is an issue, but like I felt like once he hit 3, they really should have just stopped. Because it's just like not going to get to this point where there's not going to be anybody that's more powerful than him.
But 3 had fallacies.
It did.
So that was one thing about it. You know
but that's what made it. That's why I'm like,
it drained so much stamina. Yeah, that was dope. So much power, it drained stamina.
Yeah, it had a weakness. Like it had a fault. Granted, Super Saiyan God does too. It's not like he could just do that forever and there's no problem. But you can definitely tell they forget, forget or don't care that these new forms have some kind of limit, because it'd be like, yeah, Super Saiyan, you are going to retain the Super Saiyan God form for like 5 minutes, and then after that, I just am all kinds of crippled. And then next thing you know, in the final battle of like that season, he goes Super Saiyan God for like 8 episodes, and then go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and they're like, oh yeah, it's fine. Now I learned how to deal with it. No, you didn't. You didn't train for nothing. You just got it. Like you literally just said you didn't do it 2 episodes ago.
I think the thing that really hurts Dragon Ball Z, the anime versus the manga. I haven't watched like the Tournament of Power, the manga. Yeah. I've read it. I haven't read the Tournament of Power.
It's quick.
Yeah, I think it is. And plus, they show Beerus and the God Spar. I've seen that in the manga. They show the God Spar, and Beerus is handing everybody their ass. But
he's pretty much using Ultra Instinct for the most part. He's like avoiding attacks, not even seeing where they're coming. So he's pretty much right there using that. It's just like he didn't transform and then people was like, what is he using? I'm like, pretty much Ultra Instinct.
Pretty much.
Beerus,
Beerus can't use Ultra Instinct.
No, I don't know about that, man. Because like in the manga,
because that's Whis. Or unless they switch that for the anime.
No, in the manga, Beerus was when he was fighting the gods before the Tournament of Power or whatever. He was whooping ass like it wasn't nothing.
Something he was doing was akin to how Goku was doing Ultra Instinct later on. You know, saying like anticipating attacks and things like that. He was fighting 3 or 4 gods at once, and
he was giving them that work. They were no match for him.
They couldn't hit him or nothing.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
To be honest with you, I really don't care for the manga that much. I think the anime.
Well,
in this case.
I will tell you the bad part about the anime is because from what's been said or reported, so many people had their hands on the anime that it just didn't make. It really didn't make no sense of how strong. Like every episode has a different artist or different somebody with a story for it. That's why it looks so clunky to me. The anime looks clunky of all the things that they did. It looks real clunky.
I thought it was,
that makes sense.
I mean, that makes sense though. Yeah,
because they all sit around a round table with a magician's hat, pulling topics out.
Highlights in the anime don't get as highlighted in the manga. They get kind of washed over, including Gohan, including Kefla, including a couple other characters that got some kind of shine. It's like, oh, well, they just kind of just whiz by them. Like the manga used to do with all the characters, which is annoying because it's like there's so many other characters to like get some stuff out of. But again, it's like, oh, they ain't saying. Yeah. Like, cool, all right.
Dragon Ball falls hard with that. That's the biggest problem with that.
Gotta be a saying, man.
Ain't a saying, man.
Yeah.
Actually, even if you are saying, if you're not Goku or Vegeta, because Kefla and Kaba, like they're Saiyans too. They're like, nah, your universe Saiyans are different
They are though.
They are, and they get whacked.
They didn't even know how to do Super Saiyan in the beginning. That's why in the anime it kind of made it like the power creep on some of the people in the anime is ridiculous. Like,
yeah, I think that power up was kind of ridiculous though. Honestly,
it was.
So you feel the tingling in your back, and you go super.
Man, they jumped immensely, man. It was like, yo,
they go from one, just learning one, and they jump into two. It took Goku and them like years to learn Super Saiyan 2. They learned it within a couple of minutes. Like, okay, all right.
To be fair, though,
look at Ghost in his trunk.
Then you got Kale. Kale becomes Brawly 2.0.
Well, now, the whole Brawly thing, though, that's just inherited. That's not like
because when she tanked Super Saiyan God Goku, his punches and shit, I was done. I mean,
no. What Brawly would do? It's the same.
No, but see, she's just learning the whole thing though. That's what tripped me out. Then later on, when she's in that form, she's like obsolete to him. He just smacking her the hell away like it ain't nothing. How did you when you weren't tired, you were having problems. Then when you became tired and you was fighting her, you just handling her like it ain't nothing? Okay, nah. Okay, nah.
I think that was because
if you watch it again,
because she wasn't berserk at the time. Like when she was like calmed down, that's why she was like handling the same stuff. But
it's ridiculous.
Like their consistency, they're very inconsistent.
See, like because like if you watch the Brawly movie, you seen him progressively get to the point to where he could take on Super Saiyan God. Progressively, he just doom. She was instantly in that form.
You mean
instantly in that mode?
Dragon Ball Super version?
Yeah, the Dragon Ball Super movie.
Yeah, I saw it.
He progressively got to that point.
Well, yeah,
and then when he
to be fair, and this is kind of the same thing. To be fair, to get to that point, it was great. Like it's not like he was like learning anything. He just got mad.
But he was getting his ass handed to him too.
No, he was learning though. But
he was learning on the fly.
But he was just getting mad. It wasn't like he was like, "Oh, I've learned a new technique." He was like, "Ah!" And that was how he got more powerful.
Yeah.
But Kale,
Kale's based more on classic Brawly.
Yeah, she's basically classic Brawly.
She's based on
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what.
But you got mad because you was getting left out. Man, you gotta come up with a better story than that. Even the original Brawly one was BS too. I wasn't gonna vouch for him neither. So I mean,
like, I hate Goku's crying. Like, nah, it's stupid.
I knew that. I always hated that story too. I thought it was dumb.
That's why I thought. Yeah, I feel the same way. But that's why I feel like I'm glad they redid Brawly stories. I'm like, that story was kind of stupid.
Yeah. All right. So before we dive deeper into the Dragon Ball Void, like we did with Bleach last time.
We did get on that route. That was hard. Sorry about that. I'm sure
we gonna need certain days to just go at friggin' Bleach and Dragon Ball.
Oh
god. Outside of the mangas I finished, I can't think of any shows I want to finish up. I was trying to finish Parasite, and it started off kind of cool. Then it just got really boring to me. I don't even know if I can finish Parasite.
It gets very dramatic, like melodrama kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've been watching it. I'm just like, okay, what are we doing next here?
Dying for me.
But
Uh-oh.
He's robotic-y again. Now he's slowly dying.
Straight transformer.
Optimus.
What if I go, Autobots, roll out? Does it sound better now, though?
You sound better.
Yeah.
You good.
Okay. Apparently, I can't be in the kitchen doing this shit. Parasite just kind of fell off for me. But I look forward to getting Guilty Gear. Anything artistic, you gotta add that.
Yeah. As much as I'm talking about, I'm buying Stride for day one. I'm definitely getting it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab that. I need to pick up that Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. I didn't pick it up at the beginning of December, so I need to get that.
Right.
like Devil May Cry.
Let me cry.
Did the devil make cry?
I'm gonna cry.
Well, sure what else is coming up this year, but outside of that stuff, man. Personal.
No, it's cutting off again.
Yeah, you going in and out again.
It's going out and out bad too. Like, like we singing now.
Okay, if you're in Arizona, do not live on 34th Street, McDowell.
Gotcha. Duly noted.
Jeez, man.
He's like, ooh, ow, ooh. Oh man.
I can hear you now. Though. Dre?
Eep, op, work,
Dre, you there?
Did he restart his connection?
He might have. Let me see. It didn't click off state.
Yo, DJ Cake Slick.
I'm weak.
Yeah. No shit.
Wow.
No shit.
Fire.
No
The
shit.
whole Discord connected. What the hell?
Wait, what happened?
Bruh. I don't even know if y'all heard what I said about what I wanted to do personally, because
no,
I
I
know this
didn't.
Discord
we didn't
itself
hear
is
anything.
closed.
I couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah, I was like, it got real quiet. Then I looked and Discord's not even connected. I'm like, mother.
That's weird. It still shows you in the room though. It says okay.
Yeah, it did. It still showed you in, but yeah.
Wow, I went through a space-time continuum, I guess.
No, so you said
But,
personal stuff. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying on a more personal level, I just look forward to doing more art and learning animation in Clip Studio, and
Oh yeah.
hopefully just getting a lot more done, because having access to like the San Diego Comic-Con and stuff now, like I really want to have stuff to start
I'm
showing.
prepared for it. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
for sure. I want to.
Dope.
That's my goal too. Like I'm not sure when we're doing in-person stuff again, but like I said, so I'm going for business for myself. I got to really start preparing myself artwork wise and start getting some more stuff done.
Yeah.
And, like I want to actually do a booth at some sort of convention and start doing that and getting used to it, because that's another way I'm going to make money too and get myself known. So gotta get over my insecurities and my introvertness and go out there and sell at a booth at an event. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to do that too, and just really, like I said, just kicking ass and just making this all work. So yeah,
I'm gonna keep trying to come up with ideas for that Marvel Cross Disney stuff too. I have a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Those are what I
Yeah, so I have a lot of fun doing that, and yeah, those really feel like they're bringing more attention to my stuff. And then I got some other ideas I want to play around with that I haven't really seen anyone else do. So hopefully those will be coming up within like the next couple months here.
Yeah.
Right on.
But that's what it is right there.
That's what it is. That's what's up.
Oh, one more thing, Jay. Bug 2 the book.
Yes.
How far along is it? You know what I'm saying? I gotta get that part too. You feel me? Whenever you get, how far along are we before you drop that?
Ooh, no, I'm kidding. I'm actually very close to finishing this draft, so probably another month I'll be done with this draft. So probably by February I'll be finished with this draft, get it to an editor, and then once I get it edited, I'll get it back. So my goal is, and I want to do a trailer for it too. So my goal is to have it done by the summer. I'm gonna say June at the latest. No, that's a lie. July at the latest. June at the earliest. I'm aiming for June, but I won't have a firm date until I finish this draft, and this draft is almost done. I will say this draft I'm working on now has gotten to a really good place. I feel really good about it. I feel proud of it. There's a few things I got to work on to kind of adjust, but overall, I do like where it's going. It makes a lot more the story bits I was having trouble with more solid, so I feel pretty good about it. I'm gonna say tentatively this summer. My aim is gonna be June, and when it comes out in June, I will definitely. I mean, when I have a date solid, I'll let you know. But I'm assuming like mid-June is gonna be the date. I gotta knock it out though and try and get it done by the end of next month. So I can get it to an editor and get it back in time to do that. And then I got to work on the cover and stuff too.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's looking really good though. Like finally, this book has been a thorn in my damn side. Because there's a lot of plot stuff I just couldn't resolve that didn't make sense. And then it was stuff that I wanted to do and stuff that I wanted to change, character relationships I want to adjust, that if I made changes, it was going to like blow up the entire series. And like, how do I adjust this and make it work? Will people like this? And there's a lot of, imposter syndrome stuff in my head, and a lot of worried about like how I was going to play and all that. But now I feel pretty solid about it. So I think, this June or July should be out. That's the goal. No later. My goal is no later than July, because if I go later than July, I'll fall back into the fall again. I don't want to do that. So, yeah. And then what I'm gonna do too is when I release the second book, I'm gonna redo the release for the first book. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it on Amazon or not. I gotta see what my contract involves. But if I can, I'm gonna re-release it with a new cover, and I'm gonna try and match both covers up. And then kind of resell the book again, because I think the first book didn't get a chance to sell as much as it could initially, because I didn't market it that well. It was my first book, and I was like, it's out, here it is, and I didn't like really sell it like I should have. So I want to get it better marketed, and I'm going to need to. So,
right,
yeah. And then I promise, once the second book is done and it's out, the third book will be much easier to do, and so will the fourth book, because I will already have a solid base, and I won't have to do as much work. I know where I'm going with stuff, so they'll hopefully be out within a year of each other too.
Nice.
So, yep.
Well, I'm looking to cop that when it drops. So, yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm getting there. It's just, man, that's the one thing about
I know the process. Yeah. You know how long we've been around watching you even dealing with the whole bug project.
I'm looking forward to bringing New Breed to life. That's my goal this year.
Nice.
Yeah,
good.
I like to see that too. Y'all been working on them for a while.
Yeah, if anybody needs help with stories, let me know. I'm with any kind of, if you have any questions or just any insight, or you just want help with something, let me know, because I'm always down to help to get some stories off the ground. So.
Yeah, I got quite a bit of stuff typed up for New Breed. I think I could get, because if I'm gonna do it in comic form, I'm gonna do it in a few issues, and I think what I wrote, I can get a few issues out of it. But I have it written up. I could always send that to you.
Yeah, for sure. I think it look good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that too. See what y'all doing, man. I need some books in my life in comics.
Yeah, I'm going to webcomic. I really want to. My biggest thing I'm going to do is going to be getting this webcomic going, because I've been wanting to do a webcomic for like 10 years, or 8 to 10 years now, and I've just been scared to do it on my own and do it like in illustrating myself. And I'm finally just I'm making myself illustrate it completely. So it's going to be a real big step to like do that and be like, all right, I'm doing this on my own, because I'm so scared, but I'm doing it. So, but that will be the comic is probably going to come first. It'll probably be like April, May when I start the webcomic. So,
nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on now. Like the designs I'm working on my stream is what I'm working on for the comic. So,
okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna try to I'm not gonna, don't y'all hold me to it, but I'm gonna try to start back getting involved in drawing a little bit.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
I said I'm gonna try.
You know what? Is all I ask is you try, man. Just try.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, because I got all these.
If you got to go back to basics, go back to basics, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to go to. I've been thinking about like even doing like basic shit, like just getting just an animation portion, like doing the bouncing ball exercise and things like that, just to kind of just get back into at least doodling something or doing something. So,
right.
You know how much money I spent on getting like materials so I can stay on top of my gesture drawings and all that stuff. Like I constantly go back to the basics.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really go, man.
Mad props for drawing. I swear that's got to be the king from Bonk.
Yep, you're right.
Oh my god, X, you're the best. Just for thinking of that character and thinking of that series, because Bonk never comes up when they talk about like the '90s mascot games and stuff. He never comes up, but Bonk's Revenge is one of the best.
Bonk's one of my favorites. Yeah, dude. For a platformer. Like I saw a guy this other day. I was like, look at what's in it, man. He's got double jumps, he's got glides, he got power ups before Mario and Sonic ever did that stuff.
Right, dude.
You know, I was like, man, if I ever had the money, I'd make a Bonk platform. I'd do it. I think it'd be hot. I think it'd be hot, man.
He had a bunch of games. Like it was one of the games of his was on the Game Boy. It was a Bonk game that was there, and I used to play the hell out of the game. Like he had some good games.
Yeah, he did.
The fact that you
never heard of him.
TurboGrafx 16, man. Yeah, TurboGrafx 16.
Yeah. Okay, that's why I didn't have that. I didn't
have it either. But this is how I knew about him because like when what was it? What's that damn store? It's one of those stores like your mom would take you to. Is it service merchandise? What is it? No, something like that. Damn it! It was like a JCPenney's or something like that. Oh, that thing started at M. It was some store my mom used to take me to, and they had a TurboGrafx 16 set up in there, and I would play the fuck. Man, look, I was sitting there like, oh, this is dope, man. I was like, I want a TurboGrafx 16, but it was like more than Nintendo and the Sega.
Yeah, it was pretty high price.
It's super expensive, man. But that's how I got. I was like, this game's kind of fun, man. You know, but yeah, that has left an impression on me, man. So yeah, the drawings I've been doing lately have been mashups. If you look at the ones I put in there,
yeah, I saw the ball here too. Yeah,
the very first one I sent in there is a cross up between Among Us and Little Nightmares.
Oh wait,
and that's the one that has like the kind of sus and that it ain't colored though, but with little monsters with the little one eye thing.
I see. Yeah.
Oh, and then I did the third one. With like kind of Hanya mask, that's his Ice King, and I was thinking about I don't draw like Cartoon Network based stuff. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do an Ice King and Hanya mask style with like his past and his then going down to the one with the owl in it. That's Ori and Ori and the Whispers.
Will and the Wisp.
Yeah, and Psychonauts.
Okay,
and so I combined those two.
Yeah.
And then Hollow Knight, Shovel Knight.
Saw that one.
Then Bonk.
And I saw the Bonk. Yeah.
And then this one down here is going to be all the like lizard bosses are trying to recruit Bub and Bob.
Oh, that's okay. I saw Bub and Bob. I see Bub and Bob. Okay, yeah, I saw one of them. I'm like, I wasn't sure what the picture was. Okay, I see now. Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
so I got King Drool on the right. I got the sorcerer's
name. Yeah, King Drool.
I got the sorceress from Spyro. That's the female to the blue.
Oh, okay, got you.
It's kind of hard because I'm drawing in color race, but
right.
Bub and Bob are at the bottom.
Right.
Then you have in the middle between Bowser and sorceress is going to be King K. Rool.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's what the crown is. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's gonna be King K. Rool. He's arguing with Bowser. Bowser's like, these guys come with me kind of deal. And then you have Bowser Jr. down there, trying to persuade them, like, hey, we got bombs and stuff over here.
Right.
And then on an empty left corner is going to be Ripto from Spyro, the little kind of pompous. He's a pompous boss. I haven't played in a long time, but I'm going to draw him in there with like a cup of tea and stuff like that. So I was like, that'd be kind of neat to have them all around. Bub and Bob, and that's why King Drool, I am like trying to press him with bubbles coming out of his wand, just saying like, "Hey man, join me, get rid of Bonk." We're gonna get rid of Bonk.
Since you're putting in Kings, why don't you put in King DDD from Kirby?
But he's not Reptile. Yeah, I would have threw him in. It would have been good, but yeah, since he's not Reptile,
that's right. He was doing Road to Reptilians. Yeah, okay.
So
he's not. But King DDD's great. Go get.
Yeah, I know.
Love the dope, man.
I love King DDD.
So the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to sketch a lot of these out before inking them. I have two more kind of backed up. Right now, the one I can think of right now is Mega Man.
Nice.
Actually, I was thinking of three things. Mega Man, Mavericks, and the androids from Dragon Ball Z. How about that?
Yo, that'd be sick. Okay, yeah.
Then Mega Man cross Mega Man from Captain N.
Oh my god. That'd be good though. That'd be dope.
Yeah. Like I want to play like
Mega Man cross Mega Man or Bad Box Art Mega Man.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. They're like, what's going on? So classic rock man with Mega Man and box art, bad box art.
Bad box art. Yep.
Yeah. And I was thinking about that because I was trying to work. I'm trying to work on my big forms a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In simple forms. And I find it's kind of hard sometimes with simple forms. Like, I'm so used to trying to put detail in it, like crazy detail in everything. And then I was like, you know what? Let's go back to like Adrian was saying, let's go back to the basics.
Right.
And let's work on like simple forms and speed. So I haven't drawn a lot in a long time. And so I'm like, I just want to get my speed up so that like if I'm even gesturing like a more complex character, I can knock it out real fast. Then, you know, you see what I'm saying? And it's to improve on versatility.
No,
I'm drawing cartoons.
I think that's good. I like this whole concept. It's pretty dope. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this come out, man, and seeing what happens with them. I love the fact that you have done it so far. It's very like, that's what Jermaine's doing with some of his stuff too. A lot of stuff too, like more the retro style stuff. He's like doing scenes from like old games.
Yeah,
like that too. I really like that y'all doing that. That's pretty dope. That's really dope. So keep at it, man. I want to see some more of this, and I'm gonna keep on you about it. I won't keep on you about it unless you want me to. I'll check in on.
No, that's good because I'm actually having fun with it. So and eventually I'll go back. I'm gonna go back to digital, right. You saying, and then do some stuff in that, get some more tutorials, improve my coloring and my speed on that, get it like a pipeline down. Right. Because like I have an idea, but I want a really good pipeline. I feel confident with that I can apply to anything for the most part, and then go from there.
I feel you on that. Yeah. Makes it a lot easier to like get stuff out consistently. That's the thing. I got to.
That's it.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so. I'm gonna go ahead and we can wrap this up because 3 hours and I'm supposed to be doing our stream right
3 hours and 45
minutes ago. So I am still doing my art stream, so I'm just gonna let people know that I'm running late. But yeah, no, that was an excellent cast. I just gotta do some editing to tighten it up, and we'll be good. It won't take me a month to do this time. I'm gonna try and do it by the end of this week and have it all ready to go. And so what I'll do is that you know what? Actually, let me not do that. Thank you if you're listening to this right now. I'm going to editor me, come back and cut this part right here at 3:06. Cut this part, move it, and like get the ending. This is the end part. So yeah, this is the end of the podcast. If you're listening to this the entire time, I'm not sure what the final time for this whole cast is going to be. Full disclosure, we talked for about 3 hours, and it's probably about 2 hours I'm going to keep permanently. I got to organize it out and all that good stuff, all the stuff that the editor does, but it was fun as hell. It was great. I'm hoping that you guys that were listening had fun with it too. We're going into 2021 on a positive note with some positive energy. We're going to keep that going.
Sir.
Yeah, so from everybody on the cast to you and yours, Happy New Year. And yeah, that's about it. Anybody else got something they want to add, want to say, shout out, shoot out, throw out, put in a special code?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yep, no, nothing. That's pretty much about it, yo. No. Hoping everybody has a great 2021 or has had a good opening to the year. We will see y'all on the next one.
Yeah, let's just keep it going. Keep it positive. Don't be stupid. COVID is still a thing. Know what I'm saying?
Please wear your mask. Please, just wear your mask. I know. It's not comfortable sometimes. I know sometimes you might have some stank breath and you forgot to put them in your mouth, and so you getting the feedback when you put the mask on. I understand and I get it.
I get the feedback.
I need you to go ahead and just hold on to that feedback for a while. And then just keep the mask on and just deal with it for a little bit so that we can all get over this COVID thing and we can all get back to living life normally eventually. But we ain't going to do that if you go to the stores and let anybody feel your hot breath because it's your right. Just be courteous. Just wear masks. That's all. Just wear masks, social distance. Don't go to large gatherings. Quit having COVID parties. Who? Why? Why are you having COVID parties, man? Why? Yeah, they was COVID rave.
No, boy.
COVID disappeared at midnight. Like, it's still a thing.
You know, at the end of the day,
still a thing.
Just, yeah, like for real, like keep your mask on. Just do that. Look, if you feel some type of way, get you a stylized mask or something like that. You know, get a little creative with it. You know what I'm saying? Let the mask fit your outfit, whatever. Go out, do something. Make it yours, own it. But at least be courteous to everybody else.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Exactly. If you're not afraid of catching COVID, I am. Please wear a mask. Do it for me. You don't want to get me sick, right? Just put a mask on. You don't want to get somebody else sick. You don't want that in your car. Just wear a mask. It's that simple. And I'm gonna repeat again. Quit going to COVID parties. Who thought it?
Oh boy, they make anything out of anything sometimes. But yeah, that's another note. But anyway,
right? I can go another hour about that shit. So I'm gonna stop. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for listening. I will have this on other sources soon. I'm working on that. It won't be this week. It'll probably be within the next month. So for now, it'll be on YouTube. Once I finalize how I want to do it and make sure that it won't drive me broke, I will put it on other sources. Yeah, so we'll go from there. For now, it's on YouTube. You can still listen to it on if you have YouTube on your phone or any other place, and just go from there. Yeah, enjoy. Hopefully, again, it was entertaining for you. And I'm gonna shut up now because I'm over talking. Have a good one, y'all. We'll see you later.
All right, y'all. You have a good one.
What am I supposed to say? It.
Bye.
It was so empty.
That's one way to end it.
Everybody's going to say bye. Everybody's going to just leave it empty. All right, I guess.
I mean, I said.
I know you said it. That's why. When you said it, I thought somebody else was going to say it too. Like they was like X and Dre's going to say it, and it was just complete silence. I'm like, how do I say something? If I address it, that makes it more awkward. But if I don't.
Oh, I was doing dad things.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's fair enough. All right, y'all. We out of here. Take it easy.
All right.
All right. Out.